Alrighty, we are live.
Welcome back to hell. Which it might as well be, since you've made a giant bubble filled with flammable nerve gas.
Totally not my
We're
fault.
awesome like that. It's only half your fault, yeah, I suppose. Or 90% because you never said, oh, is it flammable? Oops.
So,
Hard.
If I couldn't use fire, there's people here who can.
you're in the middle of prison break. The Fraternal Order of Evil is showing their hand a bit, and, well, they're screwing things up as usual.
And getting their asses kicked for their trouble.
Some of them are, some of them aren't.
Just because we haven't reached that point, yes.
Yeah, we've managed to tie up 8 of
If only
them
so
for
many
right now.
fists.
You cut out a little bit there, but I'm going to assume it wasn't anything of real importance.
Now we have to figure out who he was referencing.
You!
Eat a dick.
It is Cyber Knight's turn. Cyber Knight is going to be affected by the nerve gas because it isn't quite on fire over there yet.
Oh god, she is useless.
What was her DC?
Hmm? Oh, that's on Alan. I think it was 15, but might have been less because it's so big.
You remember the DC of this nerve agent?
I did have to calculate that last time, didn't I? 1 second. Just looking up my notes from last time. Carry on with Cyber Knight's turn.
Well, we need you to tell us what the
Yes,
DC
she's
of your
being
nerve gas
affected
is.
by the nerve gas.
Oh, right, because yes,
Because she's
because
in the
I
bubble
because
of
I
evil.
made it cumulative.
Though she rolled pretty high.
The DC was 20 because it's rank 10.
Okay, she is fine then.
Well, she is no worse off than she has already been made by previous exposure. Yes.
So Cyber Knight, as best as people can tell, because nobody's really close enough to her to have any fine detail of what she's doing, holds her arm up to her face and appears to be talking into it.
I love you, Arm.
Alright, cool. What did she say?
Can you
I can
her?
hear radio. From there, yes.
I quote, Lord Quake has been compromised.
Oh, okay, so that's okay.
It's
I
right
took all
about
this
now,
hearing and sight stuff for a reason, darn it.
Heartbreaker, that you feel another mental presence intervene in your connection to Lord Quake. It's a veritable mental snapping sound as whoever this other person is forces Lord Quake to recover from his problems. Cyber Knight, though, doesn't seem to be doing much aside from that. The Battle Brothers. Aren't they fun? So the Battle Brothers will notice that the air cavalry are flying off with people, but there are no air cavalry left for them.
Start walking, fools.
They will each of them head towards the edge of the building. Alrighty. And they will stop at the edge to get a view of what's going on with the Duke. Lord Quake is no longer controlled. Lord Quake is angry about having been controlled.
He's also being lasered by the magnetic.
Not anymore, he isn't.
He's about to be.
But he is also being affected by that nerve gas. Let's see if he's affected.
Doubt it. He's kind of a physical brute.
He rolled crap.
Well, I guess that can happen to anyone.
Lord Quake coughs a few times. One could chalk it up to his being generally surprised by my brain is not my own.
No, my brains. I needed that for science.
It's not much of a science, man. I was at half normal speed with Hinder, okay. So Lord Quake is going to look around for a bit. He's already caged the Duke, that didn't do much, and there's plenty of people over there anyway. So instead, he turns his attention to Alan.
I'm doomed.
Sorry, man. You're way too far away from me to do
I know.
anything. Oh, yeah. You're screwed.
The plus side, he
Wait,
has
no,
to
you got a
aim
bubble.
through 4 chain link fences between me and him.
And your bubble. Your bubble does
Mhm.
help.
This is where I tell you he has a perception range move object.
Of course he does. So
I'm
how
saying he
many
can't,
feet
like,
into the
immediately
air
throw
am I
a rock
going?
at you.
Okay.
I mean, the
I
heaviest
heard
thing
none
around
of
here
that.
is like a... So, you know, you might get hit with a car.
Proceed, Ian.
You had a question, but I didn't hear
How many feet into the air am I flying?
it.
And do I get to whoop like Goofy as I fall?
Yes, and I don't know.
Well, here's something we should have known earlier, actually. What the Duke did a few sessions back in throwing Gator off the truck into the air is not actually a legal thing.
Why not?
Because Gator would just immediately fall off of it, basically.
Huh. Okay, I would have just, I don't know, thrown Gator, I guess. I did have 2 actions to do it, so I could have just hit him, grabbed him, and then thrown him, I suppose.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be cool and, you know, throw him and his truck, because cool.
So in this case, no. Lord Quake will not be using that move object. He will instead be sinking below the ground.
Alright. Bye.
I'm happy enough not being smacked with one of those Porsches in the parking lot.
No, that's Death Magnetic's thing.
Mm-hmm.
And mine.
Epiphany Jones is being carried away. She has nothing to say, really, because she just saw Chioma get hit and is perfectly happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I get the impression that she and Captain Oblivion are both like flicking Chiyomi off as they get carted away? Just flipping the bird. Whole way.
Well,
I think Captain Oblivion's trying not to get my attention.
yes,
Yeah.
Captain Oblivion is very notably trying to edge away from Chioma while being pulled away by air cavalry.
Seems legit.
Octoman is also being carried by air cavalry. He has absolutely nothing he can do from this position. Death Magnetic.
Is still pissed off that your target is gone.
She is aware now that Lord Quake is no longer an enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever
That'll
it was
help.
that made him an enemy in the first place. She doesn't know that, but she does know that attacking him would now be dumb.
She's also been taking kinetic kill feathers in the back.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
been
she
annoying.
has. Well, I think only one has hit her so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they've been dropping around.
However, Death Magnetic is a very egotistical woman.
I'm the best.
So instead, I have a question for you, Chris.
We have a couple Chris's, but I'm assuming you mean this Chris.
Yes, you. How heavy is the Duke?
Very heavy, but not heavy enough, sadly.
We've repeatedly pegged it at 15 ton.
15 tons? Okay.
He might be heavier than that, actually. I'll double check. We'll go with 15 tons for now, because he's probably not all that much heavier than that, to be frank.
Death Magnetic can lift over 50 tons.
Yeah, I'm not that heavy. Even if I am heavier than that, I'm not that heavy. Also, I'm in a box. You gonna lift me out of my box?
Yes.
Alright. Yeah, I'm 25 tons.
Okay. That's fine then.
No, I'm well aware I'm well with the ability to lift. It's just I'm in a box. Are you going to free me from my box by lifting me out of the box? Taking the box with me?
Something.
Kind of liking the box, honestly.
How far can she move you?
As a throw?
I should say cage.
Well, as a throw or as a controlled pick up and carry?
As a throw.
The distance of the throw, the rank of the distance of the throw is equal to the difference between the strength rank and the mass rank. So,
She
strength.
can do 60 feet then.
Yep.
She's going to do this then. She's going to throw the Duke 60 feet straight up.
Impossible. I'm in a cage. I do nothing.
The cage is not that sturdy.
Oh, so I hit... Okay, so stuff happens when that happens.
Yes, it does.
Unfortunately, I'm at dead still, so I'm not going to have a whole lot of momentum. So she's kind of just sort of pushing me till it breaks. How tough is the cage, I guess? I mean, if it... well, let's put it this way. If it's tough... Let's see... Great. It has to be really... It has to be like toughness like 22 or something for my invulnerable toughness to take any kind of damage. So it's... Unless the thing is insanely tough, I'm not taking damage from it. It's just... That's going to slow me down depending on how tough it is. So, hold on.
I'm getting it right now.
Yeah, it gets complicated when you start moving and you hit a thing.
Actually, I don't think it's that complicated, the way Mutants and Masterminds does it. I think it's just she's using you as the hammer in her telekinetic hand to damage an object.
Well, then it could technically be considered a smash action, I suppose. Or, it's not smash, it's like slam. There it is, slam. So actually that could work. So if it's a slam action, if it's basically effectively a slam action, unwilling on my part, but still being happening against the object, versus using her telekinetic what's-it as the strength check. So what's essentially happening here is she needs to use her telekinetic Hubazoob as basically the strength the damage rank against this wall with a +1 circumstance bonus for using a big thing, I suppose. Because I don't have any momentum behind me because I just started.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah,
your
that's...
mass rank would be the damage rank.
Well, it's using her force, not my weight in this case. If she was dropping me, it'd be using my weight, but she's actually trying to lift my weight, not, like, drop it on something.
So it would be a move object rank.
Yeah, it'd be her ability to move something minus my mass, actually, because she is lifting.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
If she was dropping, she'd add it. Dropping would be way easier for her, because duh.
Gravity.
Just a moment.
Yep.
Okay, the cage rolled a toughness of 2.
Shitty cage.
So the Duke's going in the air.
Alright, up I go.
The Duke, after that, I'm going to estimate about 40 feet up out of the possible 60.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
So the Duke is now 40 feet up.
I can fly!
And Death Magnetic is dazed, so she can't do anything other than that. But now she is not. Heartbreaker.
I should really
I've
thank
already
these guys. They're
dismounted
helping.
Eaglet.
Now I have a perfect line of sight on everyone to shoot them.
Skull Hat. Heartbreaker's turn.
Sorry.
Okay, so I've already dismounted Eaglet, so I'm going to use my standard to summon in Mr. Hops. And my move to direct him. Okay, Mr. Hops. Evacuate all of the prison employees to the hospital.
Alright. Let's get Mr. Hops into initiative then.
Good bunny. Good bunny.
That's an awful, awful pun.
I'm just gonna pretend I didn't read it.
Yeah, Mr. Hops has an initiative value of plus 15. And he rolled a 20.
Hops wins.
If anyone ever equips him with a Vorpal
Okay, can I just
Switchblade,
play Mr. Hops? He sounds awesome.
That's what I said. Replace you with Mr. Hops. It's fucking awesome.
But do your summons get to act as soon as they come in?
They
Yeah,
get
I have
their-
a thing for that.
hmm
Yeah, alright. Okay, then Mr. Hops will go poof. Presumably into the building.
Oh no, he still acts on his initiative turn.
That's literally what I just asked about.
and that's what Brad went to go check.
Okay. But he does not poof, but that'll be happening soon enough.
Yeah, normal summons are dazed and have summoning sickness. I have the stuff so he doesn't.
Tribal is on fire with a fire DC.
I believe we determined that the ambient fire is just a rank 4 or 5.
Oh, they mean the rank of the fire? Yeah, we said it was a rank 4 because we looked at the ranks of fire damage
Okay.
and just...
Fail that by 2 degrees.
Tribal, go home.
Tribal continues to be on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Go home,
He's not having
lay
a
down.
good time. He is running for the tunnel, though.
And I'm in the air. Hooray.
Just land on him.
Well, I'm not in the air by my own volition.
Gargantua is controlled.
Kick Tribal to space? I don't know.
Hey, buddy. Do you terribly mind kicking that Nightblade fellow in the face for me?
Okay.
Okay, you can see him.
Gargantua. What is attack roll? Okay. He's got 2 bruises, but that doesn't matter. He rolled pretty well. Yes, he does manage to strike Nightblade, but does Nightblade care?
I will point out that invulnerable toughness works by halves, so if you have vulnerable toughness rank 7, you're
Mhm.
immune to rank 4 and below.
Yes.
I don't know why it decides to go up for these things, but they do.
Because otherwise, a character who takes the max of impervious toughness 20 would not be able to be damageable by people who have the max power level damage rank of 10.
Okay, so...
No.
They'd basically be invulnerable to people of their same power level.
Basically what you can do, if you have invulnerable rank 20, you're immune to 10 and below. It's
Gargantua.
weird that if I had 19, I'd also have the same immunity.
Mhm.
Sorry, go on.
Gargantua turns to the building and to the Duke's site, kicks at absolutely nothing, and Tempest's floating body goes flying up to the roof. To everyone else, Nightblade gets kicked in the stomach and shot up straight to the roof of the building.
Ah,
Now be sure to tell him he has a small penis.
Your Todger is tiny.
Todger.
Gargantua's position, everyone's tiny, whether their name is Dodger or not.
This is true.
We're just
However,
lucky that
Nightblade
Gargantua's
doesn't seem-
clothing grows with him.
Yes, it does.
Thank God for
Nightblade
small
doesn't seem
mercies.
too damaged by it, but he was definitely knocked up and is a bit surprised by the whole action. Mr. Hops will go poof.
Save all the employees now, Mr. Bunny.
And
Tell me when you're done.
He's gotten lucky, actually. Because of how his teleport works, he has to come back here if he wants to get them out of danger immediately, and they all happen to be bunched together for him.
Yay!
So Mr. Hops reappears with 3 different prison guards. Ah, yes. Nightblade is immune to neurotoxin. Mr. Hops? Ah, would it have gotten that far inside the building yet? Hang on, let me check that map. Oh, yeah, I suppose it would have.
If he's using his turnabout, he shouldn't even be in there long enough to be affected by it.
He is using his turnabout.
It's basically instant in that case. It'd be like
he's in there for
half a
less.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in there for less than a fraction of a second. If
He's-
using
However, the
turnabout,
prison
he's got him there
guards are
long
kind
enough.
of damaged.
Yeah, he probably brings enough fresh air with him in the teleport then.
The prison guards are, well, one of them is unconscious, the other 2 are heavily beaten up, bruised, and cut. One has some unknown manner of slime covering them,
Oh, awesome! Your job is awesome.
and they're all carrying guns and don't have any bullets in them.
Oh, they remind me of Imperial Guard. Here's a
Were there-
useless light show. Hope you like dying.
Were there more, Mr. Hops?
He gives you a squeak, which you can translate to as no.
Okay, good. I'm going to need to get back Eaglet then.
I will remind you that before Mr. Hops has a chance to teleport again, if he doesn't take them to the hospital, they will be left here.
Oh, yeah. So, he'll have to take them there first, I guess.
Xiaomei, you are dazed.
Okay, so how much smoke is filling up in here?
Output where you can see, it's not a huge amount yet. You can see it coming up over the sides of the building, but it
Basically,
hasn't
I'm
flooded
asking
you
for
yet.
concealment bonuses.
There's not that much yet. Maybe next round, but not right now.
There's not much carbon in a protein neurotoxin, so it's not going to create a lot of black smoke.
Yeah, it's gonna be mostly like thin white stuff.
Okay then. Well, since you can't really move and hit someone too easily,
Especially when you're dazed.
that's why.
Can't you just throw things? I remember her being able to throw
I
things.
have some throwing daggers, but I'm not really sure I can hit this speedster with them.
Yeah, screw the speeds.
Yeah,
Or depending on how you just. I know where I'm shooting, so. And it's not at Miss Death Magnetic. I can just bullets plus person who controls metal is a bad idea.
I think the implication actually is that everyone who's in the blackness off map is actually too far away to be involved, except for those of us who teleport.
The ones who are only just getting off of it, they're still in range, but if they have a chance to go one more turn outside of that area, they are getting away.
Okay.
So stop them.
how does daze function with extra effort?
Days with extra effort.
It doesn't interact with it at all.
You
is-
can use an extra effort though to ignore a condition, so I know that. So you could use your extra effort to ignore that condition and then immediately have a worse one after, I think, unless you use a point.
Just debating options. So,
I mean, it might be worth it to stop them from escaping. I'm not saying it's not. It's just,
Alright, so let's just try this then. First
If
time
I
I've
had-
used these damn things.
Oh, you're actually throwing your shit. Alright.
The problem is, she doesn't actually have great accuracy with this.
Need a cannon. You know, like the one you got hit with earlier.
Yeah. Oh, right. That's right. I took a downside for these. 1 second. First, I have to pass a skill check. Which I think I pass, considering the DC is like
you did
20. I think the
fine.
DC is 15, actually.
Considering you rolled a 20. No, wait, you rolled an 11. You mod a 20. Never.
Mhm. Either way, she's trying to hit air cav 2.
With a, what is this?
It's just a range damage, so she's throwing daggers.
So it would be against dodge.
With all the strength her bionic arms can muster.
Well, you hit it. Let's see if it goes down. Because if it passes the resistance check, it still stays alive. If it fails it at all, it'll blow up.
So multi-attack's not going to take place here because it was so shitty of a roll, probably.
Uh-huh.
So DC
Ooh.
is 8 plus 15.
It rolled a 4.
Okay. So I
Down it
think
goes.
she does it.
So that air cavalry detonates in midair.
Cat's Oblivion is reacquainted with the ground.
Yes, Captain Living gets to fall quite a ways. You hear a muffled scream of pain and some cursing.
Good.
The hamstrings again.
She would have thrown it at the other one because actually she hates her more, but there's a
You said
barrier
that
in
had
the
multi-attack? Why aren't you all-out attacking with multi-attack to hit multiple targets? Because you can do that.
They have to be adjacent.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poop.
Also, I have a speedster about to hit me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually putting her bonuses into active defenses for this round and keeping her at full active.
You are no longer dazed. And speaking of that speedster,
Yeah.
Faster Pussycat, the internet celebrity, will...
That's
Yes, yes. It's not my name.
I know, but they actually sat down and went, we're gonna call her this.
Will run straight at Chiome and claw at her chest again.
Got a parry of 24 this time.
That is better. Let's see.
Well, active.
She has managed to barely hit that.
Rude.
Take a breathe. Well, you
Her
roll.
toughness is
8.
7 with that bruise.
Oh, yeah.
So roll me toughness. On the plus side, she did not get her own multi-attack because of that. And you managed to just hit her DC. So she hits you, and one of her claws catches the edge of your arm on the way in and manages to wrench her whole hand off course. With some nasty screeching that leaves your arm perfectly fine, but her nails a bit screwed up.
Metal is superior to pathetic kitty claws.
Faster Pussycat hisses at you and stares at her mangled fingernails in horror before running back.
Much smirking to be had.
Dreadnought. Pete glances back when he hears an air cavalry explode, but doesn't seem to care. Dreadnought has escaped.
Bye.
Epiphany Jones has escaped.
Damn it. Oh well.
Octoman and his air cavalry bump into the wall and then go to where they know there's a hole. Or at least they assume as much because that's where people got out. Anvil looks up.
Sup?
He just kind of laughs to himself. and then grabs Tribal by kind of the back of his knee and
Oh,
drags
please
him
throw
into the
him
tunnel.
at me. Oh,
No,
damn
you
it.
drag him into the tunnel.
Damn it, you. Come back here. Fight like a man. You're a
And
midget.
they
Whatever you are.
disappear into the ground. Presumably they aren't far in, but you can't see them.
I'm flying in the air, not on my own volition. I've got other problems.
Indeed. Alan.
You're alive for now.
I
Do you have any way you could collapse that tunnel on them?
You probably could, considering who he is.
hmm.
Turn it into paper. Thin layer.
Yeah, the problem is my transmutation is limited by the starting mass, and earth and concrete are dense.
You don't have to cause the entire thing to be covered in paper. You only need to do an important because this thing, if he's made a tunnel, whether using magic, sorcery, voodoo or not, it needs to have some way of staying supported. So all you really got to do is say take a big chunk out of the center, and the whole thing will collapse inwards, or at least enough
I'll
to block
remind
their
you
progress.
That Lord Quake made a cage out of nothing but his mind. He
Hush
might
you.
not be working under normal circumstances here.
Well, no, you could still, if you still make a hole though of paper on like the top part, that part will still collapse inwards, and you'll have a blockage.
Yes. But Alan is also critically aware that he is a empowered human in a meta-human world. Charging into harm's way that blindly
Actually,
is not what he's doing on this
The
at this
closer you
exact
are to
moment.
the Duke, the safer you are. Even though I can't interpose right now.
Not right now.
You're 40 feet up in the air. I'm not
Then go
climbing
turn down, make it into
Gargantua
a
to get
popsicle.
into your arm's reach.
Not to mention being close to him on the ground is being surrounded by fire.
Yeah.
Fine, go run over here and turn her into a popsicle.
Through those chain link fences.
Yeah.
With barbed wire.
This. Walk, fool. Over one, but come on.
Let's see here.
Or do it from there. I don't know. Turn her into a popsicle. Damn it.
Alan is not a wizard.
I will also accept ice cream sandwich.
His effect doesn't work on organic beings.
Then turn her armor into popsicles. I don't know. I actually had
Does
a
Ralph
teamwork
need a
idea.
popsicle? Is that what this
Yeah,
is?
if you want, you can go get a popsicle. We'll wait.
No.
I've got some salted caramel Haagen-Dazs upstairs.
Yeah,
I got a big old thing of salted taffy right here, so I'm good.
I have his Oreo frozen dessert.
Why do I not have ice cream? I feel left out.
Well, I
I
don't
don't
know
have
either.
ice cream. I have frozen dessert.
Here,
I did
have the
actually have a
mental
really good
image of one of
teamwork
my
idea.
jujubes.
I had a great teamwork idea, but I'm in the air on, that kind of ruined it.
Yep.
Even had a name for it, too. It was cool.
Alright, what's the status of the conflagration in here? Because it shouldn't burn for too long, and the fire would spread at moderate pace, so...
Probably stopped burning about there.
It's burned out around the Duke at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably started to burn
Yeah, it is.
there.
It has just now reached the top of the building. It's already burning over where Cyber Knight is.
Oh god,
It's
fire.
still just nerve gas where around Chiome is.
Okay. Alright, I am going to hull in my bubble a little. Just make a couple test measures here.
Someone has a message, I assume that noise means.
Yes, that was me.
Is it an incoming message from the big giant head?
No. The devil
Better
is.
be. I have words for him.
Ah, just a friend asking for a lift from the ferry later. Okay. That's actually not a good place for it. No, that puts her just outside, damn it. That'll work. Okay, can someone erase my existing bubble so that I can lay down a new one?
Mhm.
Thank you.
Oh god, the holes.
Yes, I did accidentally erase those. Not a huge deal, though.
Keep feeling like Alan's trying to put me in a box.
Alright, and I know that puts Oblivion outside of it, but what I needed to do was shrink the size of that just enough to get the bubble's toughness up to 8, and to reseal Death Magna in.
This is strange. It's not saving my drawings.
So is this bubble flammable?
The bubble has never been flammable, but anything that's flammable inside still is.
Mm. I'm testing that. No. I know harder in air isn't flammable.
Though air is.
Well, technically, yes.
Just before we move on, what speed rank does my swarm have?
Your swarm.
And what type of movement does it have?
It's flying because it's a swarm.
Some swarms are rats.
This is an insect swarm, so
Some swarms are
Uh,
scarabs.
It can be any kind of swarm. So.
Some swarms are tiny minotaurs with like enchanted great axes sized for them somehow.
That's my favorite kind of swarm.
interesting. I forgot to put a number down for the speed. What speed would you like?
How much points does it have for speed rank?
I forgot to put a number down for speed. What speed would you like?
Well, it needs to be able to move around, but I don't know how many points we have unless you didn't spend them all.
That's your turn. Okay. I can make points. It doesn't matter too much. Just give me a number while we're going through the rest of these turns.
Okay, just let me bring up the ranks and measure. It doesn't need to be able to fly super fast, but it needs to be able to move around a battlefield, so...
Fly 2 is usually enough for that. Fly goes pretty fast.
Captain Oblivion is falling the ground.
You give it 5 ranks. That way it can go instantly anywhere on a battlefield.
Okie dokie.
The hell has 5 ranks? That's a bug.
Silver Swarm affected bugs?
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's,
Now how much damage?
It already has a poison. It already has a impervious poison of some kind. So
Falling.
Yeah, falling.
Damage rank is 4 plus twice the distance rank fallen, to a maximum of rank 16.
4 plus twice distance rank fallen?
Yep.
Okay. He's falling 5 stories, so... That's in between 0 and 1 rank.
Well, it's going to be closer to 60 than to 30 feet.
Yes.
So call it 4 plus twice 1. DC 21.
So, 21. Okay. Captain Oblivion, let's see how well you do against that. He rolls fine. He manages to take the brunt of the impact on his giant metal hand. Now that he's on the ground, though, he's going to glance back up at the building behind him, put his hand to the ground, and it'll start glowing and making a tunnel for him, just like before.
Yep.
He's still here for now, but he is steadily going downward.
It's okay, I'll find him later.
That's true of like 90% of the villains right now. Find it
Dude,
later.
Unfortunately, yeah, I unfortunately
I'm in
do
the
not
air.
have line of sight to him.
You said I was 40 feet up, right?
Yes,
Hey, guys on roof. Fire.
they're 50 feet up.
Nice. Fire.
Alright, I suppose you can do that before you start falling.
Yeah, you suck fire. All of them. Tempest, Battle Brothers, Nightblade, Faster Pussycat, Fire. Suck it.
All of them? Okay.
All of them. Suck
What
fire.
is the DC for dodge and damage?
It's fairly simple. It's like 20 by 20 or something. Yeah, DC 20 dodge, and then damage rank is 10, so logic says 20. Yeah, power attack, so that's, well, that just changes the damage rank, so never mind, it's still DC 20.
Tempest can't dodge.
Sucks to be him.
Nightblade easily dodges.
Okay, he gets to half the rank.
So does Faster Pussycat.
Yeah, I kind of expected that one.
Okay,
What
so
about
they
the
will
Battle
take
Brothers?
damage rank 20. And the others take damage rank 25?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay then.
I may or may not have killed Tempest. Not sure I care.
The Battle Brothers don't care. They actually just stand still and completely ignore the flames.
Huh. Alright then. Faster Pussycat is on fire and regretting it.
Nightblade rolls a 20 and manages to roll out of the way of your flames. And because Tempest goes with him, Tempest gets a little singed, but isn't dead.
Okay.
Faster Pussycat, on the other hand, is fine. She manages to sidestep the burning goo coming at her.
Alright. Guess what, everyone? If there's any gas up there, it's lighting up awful quick.
It was already getting there, so...
Yeah, well, now it's getting there faster. So it wasn't there before, it is now. I can't move action while I'm up here, so... Yeah,
no,
I'll enjoy
you
the
are
sight.
falling now.
Oh, I'm falling? Alright. Just drop me.
Does your area effect not... Like, is it all or nothing? Because usually it's to take half.
Well, half of would just be the... Effectively, it's a rank 10 damage, normally. Then you add 5 because power attack, so it's 15. 15 plus 10 is 25, right?
Except
have-
damage resist is versus damage rank plus 15.
Oh, okay. Well, I do 30 then, so we miscalculated.
Yep. But
Yeah, I did not know you were doing any kind of power attack.
Yeah, I thought I said that.
he
my
did
brain hurts.
mention it, but after that he said rank 20, rank 20.
Sorry,
Yep.
brain just is auto on certain things.
Yeah. This is why I always tell him the rank, not the DC.
Fine,
that-
rank 15. For those who failed. For those who succeeded, it's rank 7? Because it's halved?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it runs down.
Few
Yeah.
things. Yeah, but the
So-
numbers they rolled, that doesn't actually change anything.
Yeah,
Okay.
then. Apparently they all rolled fucking amazing. Alright. Fair enough. Happens.
Well, one of the
I'm
Battle
falling.
Brothers rolled a 20 themselves, and another one rolled a 17, so...
I know, everyone's allowed to roll amazing. I'm not complaining. I'm just falling.
Yes, Duke, you are falling.
How far am I falling? 40 feet. Easy answer.
You can't use power attack on something where you don't make an attack.
Sure.
Yeah, you need to make an attack to use power attack.
Fair enough.
This is all moot.
Because you take a penalty to your attack bonus in order to use power attack.
Roll me toughness, Duke.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. Roll me
Nope.
toughness, Duke.
Invulnerable toughness 20. I'm immune to rank 10 and below. There's no
And I
45
think he has safe fall.
at 2.
Ah, yes. Fall makes it irrelevant. Okay.
Well, both would make it irrelevant. I'm triple immune.
No, if you didn't have safe fall, you would be taking enough damage there if you'd actually roll toughness.
Really? At rank 11?
Yes.
Huh. Falling hurts. Alright then.
Yes, it does. Why do you think you have safe fall?
It's fair enough.
And,
Alright,
and the bigger your mass, the more falling hurts.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's
You-
what safe fall is for. Thud.
You crunch back down onto the remnants of your cage.
That was enjoyable.
But you don't have anything else you can do now.
I can't technically move, can I? Because my move action was to fall, so yes.
Yes, your move action was falling. Cyber Knight has finished her phone call, which really just consisted of whoever that was that got Lord Quake uncontrolled. So Cyber Knight is going to look
Butthole.
around for a bit, and then try to fly out and hit the wall of the bubble.
Wang.
Now that she knows there's a wall there, she will be attacking it. With her very ineffective weapon that we saw earlier, which had a name. Yes, Plasma Blasts.
Oh yeah, she fires stuff out of her lance, right?
Indeed she does. She can hit the wall with no problem, so please make me a toughness check.
Yep. And because the trade-off of toughness and volume is based on, well, volume, taking a mere 10% off the radius of this thing lets me add 2 to its previous pitiful toughness.
She succeeds by 1 degree, so she manages to damage it a bit, but she can't even tell that she's done that.
Excellent.
So she scowls at the wall that she knows is there but can't see, and readies to continue firing when she next has an opportunity.
3 cheers for Walls of 033.
The Battle Brothers will glance at one another, seeing as how there is just a giant robot floating in the air shooting fire at them.
It's one of those days, brother. Yes, it is.
Great, now they're Hulk Hogan.
Battle Brothers, they were talking to each other. I don't think they refer to each other by their first name.
Battle Brother number 1,
That
the
flying
blonde
robot is full of
Caucasian one.
eels, Hot Kogan.
The blonde Caucasian brother will jump down to the ground with seemingly no difficulties from that act, and step up towards the Duke, even while he's in that cage.
Get what cage?
Its walls still exist.
Fair enough.
It's an open-top cage, new model. Very,
Yeah.
very exclusive.
Fair enough.
Now we get the more complicated of the combat people here.
Actually, this kind of solves a problem I was looking forward to, so thank you, Battle Brother. We're coming within arm's reach of me.
She was a king crab.
I'm just not even going to address that one.
I've been waiting for them to break out Wonder Twin powers, so go ahead.
Yes, because they're both able to move at essentially the same turn, but their actions are on different turns. Luckily, they managed to roll one after the other. Or
Because
have the same initiative. Is one of the two. Battle Brother number 1 is going to punch the Duke.
is it a rank 11 or better?
Yes.
Okay. So
I will roll their attack, but I'm pretty sure he's going to hit you.
Yeah, I'm not using them all out this time, so he could miss, I guess. I have a basic defense.
He does not. Please roll me your toughness.
Alright.
That's not very good.
No. I'm surprised how many guys who have above rank 10 damages. You don't see that often.
You didn't see it often. You're going to start to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can up your damage rank by lowering your attack rank.
No, I do that all the time. I just, normally those kind of people are rare.
Battle Brother number 1 punches straight into the Duke's armored leg and leaves a dent.
Fuckhead. You're paying for that.
Battle Brother number 2 takes advantage of the Duke's surprise at that dent actually happening and moves in himself to punch into the exact same place. This is reaction damage whenever one brother hits with a regular close attack.
Oh, this is going to be all kinds of annoying.
Uh-huh. Please make me another toughness. He did much better that time, at least. He hits it, but doesn't seem to do any more damage to it. That's Battle Brother number 1's turn.
I'm gonna kick these people's fucking teeth in.
Battle Brother number 2... what is he going to do? Okay. That's an irritating thing about their sheets. They use their actual names, but they don't tell you which of the two are which.
You could just put a 2 and a 1 next to their names.
That's basically what I did, but...
Jason Gary.
I'm just being silly. Proceed.
Now, Battle Brother number 2 will simply jump up surprisingly high to try and punch the Duke straight in his cockpit.
Try not to use that phrase too often.
He's hit. Please roll me a toughness.
Hit.
Alright. His punch doesn't do much, but the other brother jumps up behind his brother and punches over the other man's shoulder in the exact same position. Please make me another toughness.
What magical voodoo are you two doing?
That time, a crack forms. Oh, yeah, and you are rolling less, right?
Yeah, I am well, minus. It's still a fail by 1 because I'm only minusing 1 for that previous 2.
Alright, that's the Battle Brothers. Alan,
I'm picking one up and throwing him to the moon.
you hear rumbling beneath your feet.
Yeah, that's never good. In fact, that is the opposite of good.
Lord Quake rumbles out of the ground next to you.
Oh, you're screwed.
I told you.
Lord Quake is punching you in the face.
You're
It
dead.
was nice knowing you, Alan.
I'll make you a nice funeral. Invite your mob friends and not arrest them.
He's not dead yet.
Okay, yeah, roll and then he'll be
Yeah,
dead.
you haven't finished rolling.
Yep. Go ahead.
Go ahead and make me a toughness, because I'm pretty sure he's going to hit.
My parry is 9.
Wow, worse than the Dukes. At least when I'm not all out attacking.
Please roll me a toughness.
You do have your roll trick, though.
Hmm?
You took, like, points in combat roll or something, whatever it is.
That just increases his toughness as long as he's able to move.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, that should make things less immediate death.
1 second. Just trying to confirm my armor's being counted here. Like the actual
Takes at
suit
least
of
2 turns to
combat
kill
armor
somebody,
I'm
he's
wearing.
fine.
Apparently, Lord Quake does not enjoy being controlled, even if he doesn't exactly know who did it.
He's assuming you did.
I don't exactly blame him, to be perfectly frank. Okay, yes, my toughness after accounting for the combat armor I'm wearing is 10.
Not a bad roll. And yeah, that could definitely be worse. Yes, you have actually only failed by 1 degree.
How, my chin?
So, Lord Quake punches you in the stomach, and it knocks the wind out of you, but you aren't
roll
dead.
with it.
And you really aren't. You don't even seem to have any broken bones, though. You could definitely tell he could do that, given the opportunity.
Yep.
Roll with the punches.
Epiphany Jones is being carried.
And then they're gone.
Octoman is being carried.
He's
Death
probably gone.
Magnetic!
She's quickly becoming my arch nemesis.
Death Magnetic is going to pick up the Duke again.
Bye, guys.
But this time, she is fully able to just throw him into the side of the building.
Hi, guys.
So let's see. How much would it damage you to get thrown into a building?
Well, I'm not very far from it, so again, she can't get a full speed rank out of it.
No, but
I'd say that since that's the way, like, given the way they read
Well, the way
gravity
slam
works
you
here.
actually have to be moving your full speed to get the extra stuff. So I'm assuming we're still basing it off the slam ability, and slam specifically says you have to actually be going your full speed to get the extra bonus.
Yes, but it's not a.
I don't know what it is.
It's not a slam because a slam is a charge. You
I
hit
presume
your
she was
target
charging
using
against
your
the building.
momentum to strengthen your attack. It is possibly a smash maneuver, which is where you attempt to break an object held or worn by an opponent. Don't think it really applies here because now Duke is not
really.
being used as a blunt object to break something. So, you can probably make do with effectively falling damage for a distance equal to the difference between her strength and his mass.
and the strength of the walls. Now, I actually didn't have to figure out if he'd break them or not, which most likely yes.
I mean, he charges through walls on a regular basis.
Yeah, I'm assuming the wall wouldn't even be really a problem. It's just that, like, the wall would be destroyed by whatever it is that's happening here. I just take let's just figure out what damage rank I'm taking, and the wall is presumed gone. That's why I'm taking damage,
Please
because I'm
make me a
hitting something.
toughness.
Okie dokie. Oh, sorry, -2 from that, because I do have 2 bruises now. My bad.
Yes, you do.
Not that it should make much of a difference. I rolled really well.
Yes, you rolled perfectly fine. So the Duke will go crashing into the building.
Where exactly?
You'll see in just a moment.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm gone, everyone.
Yes,
oh god,
yes.
he's dead.
Just a moment.
He'll be back.
Phased out of reality.
That's not quite how that works. There's a new map visible.
Convention Center interior.
Oh boy, I didn't know there was.
Howdy, Tarpit.
I will make that hole you came in through in just a moment. But what the Duke can immediately tell is that the room he's managed to arrive in, has the remnants of Tarpit's box.
Damn it.
I will note this is also where Mr. Hops picked up those
said-
guards from.
Remnants,
Roger.
right? Define
Yes.
remnants. As in it was torn to shreds, or just pried open?
It looks like it was cut into pieces.
Ah, okay, fair enough. Just wondering.
Actually, it looks like Chiyomi was in here.
Oh, Kinda. So it wasn't like seared with like a cutting tool. It was used like as an actual a sword did this theoretically.
Yes, a sword did this.
I'm
Huh.
secretly the arch villain.
Bitch. Alright, that's
So
interesting.
the Duke is now in the building, and there's another hole in it.
This building isn't going to last much longer.
Death Magnetic is very pleased with this and floats over to look at her handiwork.
That was a very poor mistake, lady.
Heartbreaker.
I'm going to use my heart powers on Lord Quake.
Here we go again. But, problem is, whatever the result is, you try to make a connection with Lord Quake's mind, and there's someone else in there. You don't know who, you don't know if they're even here in the area, but they are pretty effectively keeping you from doing that. In this case, I will allow you to do at least one other action, because it wouldn't be very hard to figure that out.
Okay, I'm going to do it on the Black Battle Brother then.
Okie dokie.
This is going to be confusing now.
I do have them labeled as Battle Brothers 1 and 2. This is a will save, yes?
Will save DC 20.
Just checking really quick that, yes, okay. DC 20, you said?
Yeah, it's rank 10.
You can feel him starting to come under your control, and then the brain of the other Battle Brother butts in to try his hand at it. He also fails. Okay, so he failed 2 degrees. What is your 2 degrees of failure?
Just a sec. Oh, it goes dazed, compelled, controlled.
Battle Brother number 2 is now compelled. Battle Brother number 1 tried his best to keep you from doing that, but failed in his efforts. Do you have anything else?
You know what? I'm going to take extra effort and use my victory point to try to bring Death Magnetic under 2.
Alright. Death Magnetic. You find no purchase on Death Magnetic.
Okay. That's my turn then.
She is totally
Mr.
fucking
Hops
Magneto.
is going next round.
Immune
Tribal
to mental suggestions.
is running for his life, basically.
Good man.
Gargantua is controlled.
Hey, Gargantua, buddy. Do you have any way to collapse that tunnel?
Stomp.
I'll take that as a yes. Go ahead and do that, please.
Gargantua will lumber over to the tunnel. He'll bump into the walls of the bubble as he does so he'll just stop where he is, and stomp on the ground madly to try and get the tunnel to collapse. Let's see. How would he do that? Okay. Just need to get a toughness against these tunnels of Lord Quake's creation. And they rolled the 2. So Gargantua's stomping quite a bit, and eventually you notice his foot just kind of sinking through the ground, and a lot of noise coming from that area. He seems pleased with himself, so you can only assume the tunnel has at least partially collapsed.
Awesome.
Mr. Hops will continue his orders and disappear with the guards to the hospital. And then he will return a few seconds later without the guards. Jiome. Things are on fire. Please give me a toughness. if you're not dead.
Sorry, I had to actually step away because I heard my dogs making worrying noises.
Yep.
You're on fire.
Well, that's just rude.
Yeah, well, roll me a toughness.
You're flaming.
Does this count as an area effect?
That's a good question.
It should, yeah.
Because I get +5 to that.
You're
As
fine, then.
As an ambient effect, I should hope it counts as an area.
Without that +5, you would not be fine, but you are fine. What are you doing?
Oh, well, someone needs to get hit.
I just did, thank you.
Someone who's not on our side.
So we're going to
Personally, Faster Pussycat deserves a good whack.
Yeah, that's who I'm going after. She's been hitting me, I'm going to hit her back.
I assume you're just making an attack.
Straight up damage.
Okay, what is the DC?
Depends on the multi-attack. But it's damage, it's rank 6.
Rank 6, okay.
And the more succeeds you have, the higher. Yes.
Yes. Okay, you get a +5 to that.
Yeesh.
Good.
So 26 in total. Yeah, you swing it faster, Pussycat, and manage to leave a nasty gash across the tops of both her shoulders as she tries to swing back out of the way. She lets loose a howl that kind of sounds like a cat, but seems more like it just hurts.
I'm just going to stay right in her face.
Oh, you're staying right there. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a new one.
I have swords, you don't. Let's go.
Faster
She can also
Pussycat.
catch me, so whatever.
Faster Pussycat will immediately retaliate.
Cat fight.
You really should hope she only didn't hear that.
I have loudspeakers. Everyone heard that.
You can't see this happening. Nobody
Yes,
heard
I
you
can,
not say
actually.
that.
I have X-ray vision.
Ay.
I can watch it happening from below. And I'll just let that sit there.
Most materials you would use in a prison are permeable to X-rays.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Yeah,
screwing
there's a
around.
lot of...
I'm being silly. Go on.
Mhm. Concrete is opaque to the X portion of the spectrum.
Faster Pussycat will take a swing. Are your defenses lowered at all?
Oh, yeah.
By how much?
Subtract 5.
Yeah, she's hitting you.
At this point, you're just trying to beat each other to death. Screw defense.
And it's kind of the case, yeah.
Not bad.
Does that already have your bruise in there?
Yeah. Otherwise it'd be 8.
Okay. You managed to beat the DC. So Faster Pussycat will claw at you, but you manage to just hold an arm out and manage to keep her away.
Metal is superior to cat.
Dreadnought is gone.
Bye.
Anvil is gone. Alan.
Run, man, run.
Well, I got two choices here. One of them is guaranteed to work, but it won't work forever. The other has lower chances, but it has been time proven over and over to piss people the freak off.
He's already pissed off at you. You want him more pissed off?
So...
Keep in mind, he is Earth,
Yep.
master, so if you let him into the air, you might have some advantage there.
Yeah, that's not something in Alan's repertoire.
Okay, I had to ask.
Okay, so I am dropping that bubble.
Whee!
Turn his necklace into lava.
He might
I'm
enjoy
sure you've
that.
touched lava.
Well, lava is just molten rock, so as long as it's a very, 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 very cool molten rock.
And like all great tacticians of history, I am leaving a critical decision up to a coin flip.
Just like Hitler.
You're getting bubbled.
Either way, a bubble is happening. It just
Alan wraps himself in a nice protective bubble. He chooses not to try and dodge out of it, and yeah, it has impervious toughness 20.
so you'll move to rank 10 and below. Okay.
Alrighty then.
It would have impervious toughness 23 if power level wasn't a factor.
Yes, I know.
Captain Oblivion has been digging long enough to have gotten away.
Alright, Captain Oblivion.
Actually, just a note, although it doesn't impact that, as a move action, I am taking a packet of raw material off my belt.
Okie dokie.
Carry
Cyber
on.
Knight is going to fire at where she thinks the wall is and hit absolutely nothing, with the plasma shots going off into the distance. She'll glance around for a moment to see if anybody saw that, and then get moving. Just double checking really quick what the effects of compelled are.
The controller gets a
control.
standard action, not full control.
Can I ask what the percentage on that is? Considering this city, I'd say it's a higher percentage than you think.
Well, she was kind of firing up, is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, roll percentage hits.
There's orphanages on the moon. I'm totally sure of it.
There's
Carry
flying
on.
airship orphanages.
There's apparently a prison, so why not?
Battle Brother number 1 will grab Battle Brother number 2 by the hand, which they have sharing gauntlets.
They're gonna transform into a bucket of water now?
No, but he will be offering his own mental strength to try and break the compelled condition on Battle Brother number 2. He fails. Heartbreaker's compelled is very still in effect.
Friendship.
Battle Brother
Okay.
number 2.
Take that gauntlet and shove it
Hey,
down your
buddy,
brother's throat.
do you mind punching your brother in the face for me?
Really hard.
He stole one of your trading cards.
Fuck him.
He
It
ripped
was
your Dark
vintage.
Magician in half.
Piece of crap.
He threw your Exodia over the boat into the ocean.
You can hear Battle Brother number 2 growling and gritting his teeth, but he does turn and attempt to punch his brother in the face.
And then as an immediate reaction, his brother punches himself in the face.
Yes, please do that.
No,
that is how it works.
I should expect they have some volition in it.
They may not. Sometimes that could be magical gauntlets compelling them.
And now suddenly I'm
that
having
would be a
these
flaw with the power, yeah.
I'm having
They
these
could start
horrible
literally beating each
thoughts.
other to death.
I'm having these horrible thoughts of a stop hitting yourself. Ow! Stop hitting yourself. Ow!
He throws the punch, but his brother manages to deflect it without much difficulty and continues to try and break the mental control Heartbreaker has over his brother. And he gets an attempt to remove this now, doesn't he?
Yeah, you do every turn.
And what happens when he succeeds? Does it go away entirely or go down?
I have to check Affliction again. I think it might go away entirely. Okay, yeah. Higher degree conditions replace lower degree conditions and don't stack with them, so when he removes it, he removes it.
Battle Brother number 2 manages to shake off Heartbreaker's compelling of him, and nods to his brother, and they both seem kind of angry about the whole situation. Lord Quake.
Why do I expect Alan to start taking perception-based powers based on his stuff, and for him and Heartbreaker just to kind of hang out in a coffee shop across the way from the fight and just kind of watch, going like, occasionally throwing their power in and just like, that's interesting.
Yeah, we'll get the Duke to make us telescopes.
I'd do it too.
Lord Quake is punching that bubble.
Yep.
So it was impervious toughness 20?
Yep.
That just means range 10.
He can get through the impervious, so please make me a toughness.
Wow. There goes your bubble, man.
Oh, man.
Unfortunately, it is not subject to critical failures, it's just a 21.
Your bubble's fucking gone.
Yeah, he does still succeed by 2 degrees, so he punches straight through the bubble with his fist stopping in front of Alan's face.
Alan has a moment of panic.
Well, he can just keep throwing them up as the thing, so.
Lord Quake withdraws his fist and grins at the man. But he can't do another action like that this turn. Tiffany Jones is gone. I will go ahead and remove her from initiative now.
No, let me hit her.
Octoman, now that he has a chance to actually fly away like that. Death Magnetic is very pleased with what she did to the Duke. Oh,
did I not get a turn
you were removed from initiative because of that, but I do know you go after you went before Death Magnetic, so we'll go ahead and give you that now.
Yeah, I'm like, I get to do a thing.
Yeah, you got transplanted.
Here's my thing.
So you're not in the initiative anymore.
Yeah, here's my thing. I grab the biggest, heaviest thing that is the room right now. So I pick up the room. As much of the building as I can carry, actually. Then I throw it in Death Magnetic's face, because rock is not something she controls. Eat rock.
The entirety of the room you're in is metal.
Oh, huh. Weird. Okay, I guess I gotta leave the room.
There's some brick debris nearby where our resident Titan came through the wall. If that's what you're what you're fixed on.
Well, I can't go punch her. That's not gonna work. And I can't shoot her. Because that's not gonna work.
15. That's what I want.
Yes, he's still. Yeah, it is still showing on the other map as 15.
Okay.
Well, you said I was thrown. I can't see the relative. Well, if here, I guess.
Sorry. What are you trying to ask?
Because Gargantua's big fuck.
He's trying to figure out where he is relative to the outside exterior map.
Okay, on the detention center, you were thrown in here.
Oh, okay, so I'm here. So that's how it's flipped. All right then. How high up am I?
About 2 stories up.
Cool. I'm gonna land on the Battle Brothers.
You're just jumping right back out. Okay.
Yeah, landing on their asses and punching the first one I see, which is probably the Battle Brother 1 because numbers. I am leaping out of the air and pile driving these people into the dirt. It's going to suck to be them.
How exactly does this turn out?
I don't know. I'm assuming I'm adding mass rank plus falling damage to my attack. I don't really know.
I'd
heard a butt ton.
I'd totally call a death from above like this a slam attack by the actual rules. Slam attack.
Slam attack it is.
But he's technically capable of hitting both of them at once, so is it an area attack as well?
I'm trying to put most of the force on one of them, so because I want to like land.
All right,
I'm
so
doing a meteor move. That's what it's called.
Battle Brother 1 or 2?
One. He's on my right, so Duke's right. That is.
I will lift you up for a moment. Okay,
well,
what
we know
would
where
your
I am,
damage
so.
be like that? And also, you do it to make an attack roll still,
Yes,
don't
I
you?
do.
What changes with it being a slam attack?
Okay, mostly the rank effectively goes up with the damage. That's pretty much it. Normally, you could also theoretically damage yourself. I can't. Legitimately
Yeah,
can't with this.
The damage rank for your attack is your movement speed rank or your normal damage rank with a +1 circumstance bonus.
If you're moving your full speed, you increase another additional 1.
So either your speed or your damage rank +2.
Mm-hmm. Well, in this case, it's damage rank, because, yeah.
Okay.
So, with that in mind, it's basically just the same thing, so do I want to... They seem pretty okay at their ability to not get hit by stuff. To do all-out attack instead of my other thing. Yeah, all-out attack it is.
I suppose in this case it'd be against their dodge. Because you're leaping out of the building to land there.
True.
Yeah, no one's parrying a 25-ton
no.
mecha from above.
Congratulations, that one hits.
Welcome to Pain.
Yes, what is your damage DC now?
Well, it's a rank 15.
That's your normal damage?
No, now normally it's 13, so now it's 15 because you had 2.
So 30 in total. Okay. Oh, and what's your all-out attack, you said?
Oh, that just increases my chance to hit. That's all that does.
Okay, so 30. He's not going to have a good time with this.
Also, I would like to present the option of pile driving this man into the floor a couple feet down. Because he's just got landed on with a punch.
Give me a moment here. Okay, yeah, he's failed by 3 degrees.
Into the floor with you, sir.
Yeah, he holds his hands up above his head in a cross to catch the Duke's falling mass as best he can. You can hear the bones in his arm shatter, but the gauntlet he's wearing does not. He sinks into the ground a few feet.
I would like to grab him now by what's, because I have fast grabs, and I'm going to attempt to grab him. So, if I remember right, that's a strength versus strength check, basically. Or he can use, I think he can use agility? I'll double check.
Your strength versus the better of his strength or dodge.
Oh, it's dodge, right, okay, sorry.
Roll your strength.
Welcome to Pain.
Yes, you have grabbed him.
Okay, for now, that...
1
now
degree
that's
or
effective.
2.
Oh, yeah, he's got a point.
2.
Oh.
Leaves your opponent bound, defenseless, immobile, and impaired.
Well then.
Y'all want to dance? Let's dance.
There you are.
Then I look at Battle Brother and tell him, frankly, I am now going to hit you with your own brother. So either lay down and surrender, or that's happening. And that's my turn, because I moved and I did a standard.
Just getting back into initiative.
And while holding him, the Duke is hindered and vulnerable. Unless he... No, right, I keep forgetting you have the advantages for that.
I put lots of stuff into this, I'm good at it.
So, hang on.
I
Now
guess
it's the Magnetic's turn, but before that happens...
I'm taking this guy with me, I don't care what you do with me. He is mine.
You all see an old friend come out of the hole in the building.
Oh, hey, Tar.
He just kind of slimes his way down the side.
That's Alan's best friend.
Yeah, and speaking of Alan, he's the only one he can see here who's an enemy and looks remotely human.
No!
Alan,
Alan's
you
having
need
a bad day.
Oh, Alan, this is the time. This is the moment. Press the big belt buckle.
This is true.
I gave you a teleport power. Now is the time. Leave, son. Leave.
It's activated as an immediate, as a reaction. I'll hit it when I'm damn well and ready.
Now
Well,
it's Death
Tarpon just
Magnetic's
arrived.
turn.
That's a good immediate reaction. Press the button, press the button.
It's Death Magnetic's turn, and she'll be making the Duke let go of Battle Brother number 1.
Nope.
Yes.
No.
She controls metal. The Duke is made of metal. She can
Damn
open
it.
your fingers.
You know what my next 5 points are going to be put into? Immunity to bullshit.
So the Duke drops Battle Brother number 1.
It's
What's
a flaw
left of
you
them.
were aware of when you made your dude out of metal.
No, I know. I just, there doesn't seem to be any... Due to the fact the immunity is built into the mecha, it's obvious they're not immune to metal powers, so you have to rebuy immunity, basically.
Mhm.
And I didn't have enough points to really pull that off.
Death Magnetic will just kind of laugh at you from her position of hovering in the air.
It's also not bad to have a bit of a weakness into your character either.
No, that's part of the thing. I'm trying to think of ways to deal with her, and the only thing I think of is throw big rock.
Heartbreaker.
So what is Mr. Hop's affliction and the range and shit on it?
Oh, his
Okay.
offensive power.
Yes, he has an affliction.
They grow a deep-seated hunger for carrots.
I could have sworn I made it perception range, but it isn't on here. I will change it to that though, because that's what it should be.
Yeah, if he has the base mind control power, it's perception range.
It is not actually mind control. His affliction is, what's his max ranked affliction? Paralyzed. Because they're staring at him and can do nothing else.
He's so adorable.
Okay, in that case,
Anyone got the Hypnotoad sound effect right now?
Yeah, somewhere.
I'm going to use my move action to direct Mr. Hops to teleport me to the top of the roof. Around there.
Okay.
So I can get a better gauge of the battlefield and ready in action to use my power when I get up there.
Okay. Tribal is gone, and we'll move from initiative. Gargantua is controlled.
Please, for the love of
Hey,
goodness,
buddy,
send Death
did you-
Magnetic through a roof.
Hey, buddy, did you did you get that tunnel collapsed for me?
Yeah.
Thanks, bro. Do you terribly mind? How fast can you move, man?
I can run.
Okay. Can you just go slap at Death Magnetic for me? She really pisses me off.
She's a bitch.
Make sure to tell her that for me.
Okay.
Don't
Gargantua
tell her I
will
said that.
Stomp her
tell her you
way
said
over. Hey, bitch. And slap Death Magnetic in the face.
With a hand bigger than her whole body.
Indeed.
He's giving this bitch his pimp hand.
However, Gargantua has rolled a 2. And Death
He
Magnetic
dodges
will
between the
fly
fingers?
upwards over his hand
Yeah.
and just kind of glare at him. And what's your problem?
You.
Mr. Hops will follow his orders. A whisker twitches, and you go poof. Heartbreaker is now aware that there is combat happening on this roof.
Okay, so now that I got a better scope of the battlefield and can see everything, I wanted to be closer to the edge so I can still see the action on the ground, though. Sort of want to be able to target everybody if I can.
You can see from there.
I'm going to do an assessment on Cyber Knight because I want to make sure she's not immune to my power before I try it on her.
Okay, let me go get your... Actually, what's your
My-
insight?
It's 11.
Okay, let's go see if Cyber Knight has any deception. Let's see. What are her things compared to yours? Her will is higher than yours. Her toughness is higher than yours. Her fortitude is higher than yours. Her parry is higher than yours, and her dodge is lower than yours.
Okay, so who's still in play here? We got Faster Pussycat.
You can see Nightblade, I guess, but I think he's immune.
Yes, you can indeed see Nightblade.
Okay,
don't remember
I'm
if
going to
it's immune or
use
not.
my power on Faster Pussycat.
Okie dokie.
Bring out the cat fight, you complete bastard.
What's the descriptor on Mr. Hopps's power?
Adorableness, fluffiness, natural. I don't know.
Is there a reason?
I need to know if it's a mental power or whatnot.
It is mental power. It's something he's able to do that isn't the function of his body.
No, that whether it's
Oh, you're using Mr. Hops' affliction. Okay.
no. I'm using mine. I just want to know what his is because what the descriptor is on it actually determines what's immune to it.
Yeah, it is mental. He's affecting their mind to look at him and find him adorable enough to not look away.
Okay. So yeah, start with mine on Faster Pussycat. We should all know
Okay.
the drill by now.
Yes, indeed. DC 20, you said before?
Yeah.
You don't find any purchase, though you can tell it was a close shave.
Okay, I'll have Mr. Hops attempt it too then.
Okie dokie. Oh. So Faster Pussycat glances over to the side at one point and kind of stops. You find her staring at the bunny rabbit. Her hands are just kind of limp by her sides, and she's just staring.
I thought she'd be going, it's so adorable, and dancing around in a circle, but that works too.
She failed by 3 degrees. That's amazing.
Yeah, she rolled a 1.
Wow. She's just done.
You're welcome, Kiyome. Your turn.
Indeed, it is Shiome's turn.
That moves me up above Mr. Hops in initiative order.
Ah, yes, I suppose it does, doesn't it?
Okay, it's your
Do I
moment,
just-
Shome. It's
Do I
finally
just shred
happened.
her, or
It's finally ready to happen. You need to get into a crazy ninja samurai fucking street nonsense cyber ninja fight with Nightblade now. Do it now. This happens never. Go do it.
Leave Chris to his turn.
Okay, I'll
Be able to
Red
murder
Duke
her
punches
if you
someone.
want now. If you want now, Kiyome, have fun. I say to her with my mental powers.
That could be a flip-out ninja fight. Do it.
well, she does seem to be handled. Plus, she's going to be taking a damage hit from me next at the end of this turn anyway.
Yeah.
So screw it.
Scream for Sparta and kick Nightblade off the
We're
roof.
going to
Do
slow
something.
down again. Assessment rank on Nightblade. Insight 10.
Okay. Okay. His will is higher than yours, his toughness is lower, his fort is higher, his parry is higher, and his dodge is higher.
Okay.
He does have 2 bruises, though.
Sure, I just have to connect. Alright, we're going for a straight up normal attack then. Slipping around the completely drooling chick. Roll like crap.
Yeah, that's not so good. However, with his bruises, that does hit.
Okay, gonna guess I get no multi-attack on this one.
No.
So we're looking at an effect rank of just... yeah, 6.
Okay. So that's a grand total of 21
Yep.
DC? Yeah. Okay. Nightblade catches one of Chiome's swords with his own, but the other manages to scrape across his own mechanical-looking arm. It's no telling whether it's an actual cybernetic arm or a suit of armor, however. It has left some damage, though.
Flip out ninja fight. Awesome. I am recording this.
Except the Duke can't even see it.
Yes, I
Master
can.
Pussycat continues to drool on the floor.
She
does
now
get to make a roll.
But she also takes a damage resist against, I believe, 26 is what my last one was.
Yeah, because you got +5 multi-attack, so...
She fails by 3 degrees. So she suddenly starts bleeding from the stomach. From a cut that people didn't really know was there until right about now. And continues to stare at the bunny rabbit.
If that's its 3rd degree affliction, she doesn't actually get any more rolls against it.
Oh, well, she failed it anyway.
Yeah, she's stuck like that for a whole minute, just like with mine.
Alan.
What is Lord Quake wearing?
Nothing.
Did I put in the portrait picture? I did not, right, because it had more stuff on that picture.
Yeah, we've only got his shoulders up.
Just a moment, then.
It's a beautiful sundress.
No, it's kind of... I don't actually know the word for it. Like, tribal kilts, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And, his top shoulder ornaments there, it looks like an Aztec wheel. But he's mostly naked.
Okay.
His skin looks like it's made of rock, though.
Alright, then my usual oh shit I've been caught in melee range trick is not gonna work on this guy.
Well, turn the ground into glue and run the hell away.
This is where I remind you that he just came out of the ground only a turn ago.
Mm-hmm.
Good, go back into it. It's made of glue, get stuck.
Don't have any hero points to use on the get the extra standard action I'd need to pull that off. And my fighting rank will make that impossible. There's some advantage that the others are using to do insight checks as free actions, aren't they? Normally it's
Yeah.
Yes.
The advantage is assessment.
right. Normally it is a move or a standard.
Don't know that off the top of my head.
Yeah, see, the thing is, as it was listed, it didn't even actually make it sound like it was something you had normally.
Yeah, you can't do it at all if you don't have the
Gotcha.
advantage.
Okay. Alright, so the ability to do it is the advantage.
Yes.
Alright. Then I'm just going to I'm just going to have to try my luck on it, and worst case scenario, I take a brisk jog the other direction, and hope that he's got rocks for feet as well.
You ever
Uh,
watch Avatar? Last Airbender? Ever seen Earthbender?
I only know of the series, I've never watched it. Don't,
Yeah, well, in that case,
yes,
if he's working like they do, you're not getting away.
that's immaterial at this point. I'm fully
What are you going to
expecting.
try to do?
Uh, uh, Alan is going, he's a look of terror is going to come over his face, and he's going to drop the packet of raw material that like in as he raises his arms in a panicked manner and and cries out, "Please spare me!" And then tries to fall forward onto this guy's chest in a pleading manner. And hold on just a second. That's not going to go well.
Not familiar with how bluff works in this, so
He rolls his insight versus the same number.
okay.
If he fails, then his defenses are halved.
You're getting a little lucky here. To some extent. Just check to the. Yeah. Okay. Yes, your bluff has succeeded.
Okay.
Lord Quake just kind of stares down at you. He seems a bit surprised, but apparently is used to this kind of thing.
Excellent. And now that my hands are on his chest, I'm transmuting his clothing.
The little of it that he has, okay.
Well, he's wearing this nice big Mayan wheel around his neck,
Indeed.
which is currently probably made of, like, leather and silk and beads.
Looking
And
at
lots
it,
of
looks like it
gold.
is leather and gold. It's probably already pretty fucking heavy.
Now it's made of silver iodide. Enjoy your skin stains.
Oh, I forgot the periodic table I've got here has the ones that I do know of crossed off, so I can't see what their names are. Periodic table, where is it? Help me, Google.
One day Google's gonna say no, and then where will you be?
It's molten borax. Sorry, molten boron. Nobody does it like molten boron.
Unfortunately, I can't change things' temperature while I do this. Okay, no, I want a periodic table, not a joke periodic table. Periodic table of cars. PT, not platinum, PT Cruiser. What? PB, Plymouth Barracuda. No, bad Google. Give me a real periodic table that actually has the names on it, damn it. There we go.
People don't need names.
checking I'm looking at the right item here.
Are you trying to make him radioactive? I mean,
Not a
if trying to
bad
weigh him
plan.
down, density only works on, like, so far, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't matter how dense you make his necklace, the thingy, it's only so much material to work with, and stuff is only so heavy.
Yep.
Turn it into calcium.
Now, turning it into acid or something would probably be a little more effective, or glue or something.
So, you say currently it's made of...
Skull had it right. It's a lot of leather and precious metals. Gold being the most common.
That thing would
But
be
we're not
heavy as
talking...
balls.
We're not talking gold plate, we're talking gold, like, rings?
Look at his picture.
Yeah, it is as is on the picture.
Those
There's
are
a lot of
gold
gold.
slab pictures with, I think, jade or some other similar material in them, considering he's based off
He
an
has
Aztec picture.
absolutely no difficulties in finding this kind of material.
You know, I know that. I'm just
Mhm.
saying, it's probably, like, that thing weighs a fuck ton as it is. And we already know he's super strong, so that's not the issue here.
Alright. So could I get you to quantify that fuck ton?
Me?
No. The person who knows.
You need weight?
Yes.
Let's see here.
We use the mass system, it wouldn't be all that much.
Yeah, on
You
the
know-
actual scale, it wouldn't be that big of a number. But just a second.
Might be in the negatives, fuck if I know.
Isn't exactly something they tell me about. I'd probably just put it at around... probably between a -1 and 0 rank.
Okay,
Closer
so
to 0.
below 50 pound.
Yeah.
Turn it into mercury. Give him cancer.
That's not how mercury works. It's the
So,
gases coming off of mercury. I know, I've had a grandpa die to mercury poisoning. He worked as a felter.
Does this mean I can drink mercury and be fine?
So long as it passes through you quickly enough. That's actually a known homeopathic remedy for some kind of stomach disorder. I think ulcers, drinking mercury.
I think I'm going to not drink any of the heavy metals.
I didn't say it was a smart one.
That doesn't sound like homeopathy.
Well, not homeopathy, but home remedy.
Yeah, there's a big difference.
Yeah, most home remedies actually work.
Homeopathy is one of those things that really bugs me.
Mm-hmm. Right, hold on a second. I'm having difficulty looking up the actual density of the numeric density of... There we go. Thank you, Google, for being somewhat useless.
Now that you said that, there are going to be Google hitmen coming to your home.
Mm-hmm.
Better than the Bing hitmen.
They always get the wrong home.
Okay. So, what I am doing. Last time I tried this on someone, they were wearing a perfectly normal jacket, so it was far more effective at the intended effect. The weight is not what is going to slow this guy down. It is the fact that that as I transmute his nice fancy neck dress into lead, that it's also fusing all of the joins, and it is becoming a single solid mass of lead.
Oh, okay, so that would inhibit him a bit, I suppose. He might just break it, but there you go.
Considering it's around his neck, yes.
So I'm hoping that this will, at the very least, get, render him hindered or impaired.
Just a moment.
But I really doubt that his 50-pound his 50-pound headdress turning into a 200 or so pound solid brick of metal is actually going to worry this guy's back.
No, he'll be hindered at the most.
Yes, and in about
Which
5
he
years
already
we'll find out
was,
he has
so-
learning we'll find out he now has learning difficulties.
He is now doubly hindered.
Yeah, the previous hindered was from the gas, which he should be able to shake off now that he's out of it.
Yeah, so he just remains to be hindered.
And now I run away like a little girl.
She can
Never
pick
a
a few
bad
skirts.
And let me just roll the usual, can I get a few extra feet out of this? Yes, I do.
Run!
Actually, no, people can throw that shit around. Do not hide between cars, just run.
Yeah, then that's how you get smushed.
Yeah, and actually I can get that far if I take less of a diagonal path. Go!
Nightblade! Just took a slash, and he's busy carrying Tempest as well. So he's going to take a bit of a look around. Then he'll look at where Chiome went, and hold a hand up out towards her. There is a burst of light.
Okay, it's no fair that he has guns.
Not quite a gun. Please make me a will save.
Oh, fantastic.
Mind bullets.
You've been glitter dusted.
That's exactly it, actually. You've been glitter dusted.
Oh. Well, if that's all it is, that's actually not a big deal.
Tell the blindness that's in.
I've got accurate hearing. I can use it to target.
Ah, okay.
Well, roll me a will anyway. Yeah, you're fine. It does not really affect you quickly enough to matter.
I'm actually glad I just buffed that save before this fight.
Okay. So Nightblade might be angry, but it looks like that might just be his default facial expression as well, since you can only see the top of his head. And carrying Tempest, he runs to the side and leaps across to about 3 buildings away.
Get after him. You can keep up.
Duke!
Leaps tall buildings in a single bound.
I fucking hate this death thing in it, lady.
Uh,
Come here,
funny
Battle
trivia,
Brother
I
1.
forget if I told you this. Where she was originally supposed to appear.
No, yeah, she was supposed to be like our first villain or something.
This is precisely why I didn't throw her at you then.
What's that? You made a character who depends on being metal? Fuck you! Make a new character.
Right, hey, Battle Brother. Punch.
I assume you're punching the first one.
Yes, there I am. Declaring all out attack, so that's why it's higher to hit than not. Well, I didn't roll so good.
He
Everybody's
manages
bruised.
to block your punch with his metal armband, even with the broken arm inside it.
Okay.
That's gonna smart.
Move, right.
Yes, make your move action. If you have one.
I do, I'm thinking. Move, asshole. Where do I want to go? No, that's collapse, so I'm not going to go chasing after them. Oh, that's an idea. I'm going to turn to a truck and fucking leave. To there. driving between
Interesting.
Gargantua's giant legs. And
Okay.
I'm being a truck over here now. Because, actually, I'll be here for the sake of interpose. There. So now I can interpose on Alan as need be.
Oh, you need to be
Alright.
within 10 feet of me?
No, just one movement. So
Okay.
in this form, I can be really far away, actually. But in terms of being a mecha form, I have to be within like 30.
Yep.
Cyber Knight will head down to the tunnel.
Howard!
I don't blame him for running. We're doing this especially well for guys who are outnumbered as bad as we are.
I can blame them.
The Battle Brothers will look at each other and then follow Nightblade's example in that they join up, clasp their two different gauntlets together, and leap a couple miles away.
God damn it.
Well, we got two people here who can keep up, so there you go.
I can only keep up so much.
Well, go for Nightblade then. He's the more injured and has a, an unconscious guy with him.
Lord
Coward,
Quake
Alan cries.
Will scowl and tear away the lead weight around his neck now, and he does so without much difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
As a truck comes to rest in a quick wheelie, I'm sorry, donut. Damn it, let's spin. I don't know cars. What is it called? Fast turn, whatever the hell it is.
Handbrake turn.
Thank you.
Drifting.
Probably drifting. Truck wheels into view and basically blocks the way.
But he will use his own victory point to take another action
Okay.
and stomp his foot on the ground.
A
Okay.
giant chasm opens beneath us, and no one ever saw us again.
You see me, just take a week.
Alan feels the ground shake under his feet. Please make me a fortitude save.
Fortitude.
Actually, please make me a dodge and then a fortitude.
Okay.
It's a perception-based attack. Actually, technically, I can interpose this, but if it's like an area, I can't do squat.
It is an area.
Then I can't do squat because I just be hit too.
You rolled very well on that.
Sorry, fortitude or toughness?
Fortitude. Luckily, because of your dodge, you do not get affected by that. Alan manages to dive out of the way of where the ground suddenly crumbles down a few feet where you used to be standing. Lord Quake scowls and seems annoyed by this, but, well, it doesn't look like he's going to stop coming anytime soon. Death Magnetic will fly her way over to where the Duke is trying to protect
Do you
Alan.
just not care that Gargantua's trying to crush you, lady?
She really doesn't.
You're having way
you're-
too much fun throwing me
You're
around.
kind of like a new toy for her, I think.
Uh-huh.
Let go.
So Death Magnetic will pick up the Duke and throw it at Alan.
Hi, Alan.
Well, this is a new type of interposing.
Indeed.
Hey, Alan. You know how to transform me into a non-metal substance?
He can't do it right now.
I'll do it.
If you weighed 250 pounds, I could turn you into a non-ferrous metal.
Sorry, I'm at 25 tons.
Uh-huh.
So the Duke is being thrown at a rate of 60 feet per second into Alan.
Well, I can't go the full 60 feet, but I can reach him, no problem.
That's the difference between her move object and the Duke's weight.
Mm. Is this a slam attack?
No. This is, you are
Technically,
a
this is
projectile.
Yes, this is Death Magnetic attempting to hit Alan, so she needs to make a attack against his dodge. Let's see how that goes. You don't roll dodge in this case.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
attacking,
right.
dodge, not...
So, my passive dodge, 18.
And she does manage to hit with it, technically, but let's see if Alan can roll out of the way. Toughness time. Against a whole lot of Duke. What exactly
Roll,
is
man,
damage
roll.
for this?
Sounds wrong.
How exactly would you calculate the damage for this?
Mass?
She's using her thrown object thing. She just used the mass as her damage because that's what she's doing. She's heavy shit.
Mass of the Duke, then. Rank 10.
Yep.
Make it toughness, Alan. Could be worse.
You only failed by 1 degree in that.
Where are you getting that number from?
Oh, it's rank 10. Oh, sorry, no, that's 2 degrees, isn't it?
The DC is 25.
So that's
2, yeah, 2.
Yes, 2 degrees of failure. So the Duke goes crashing into this car.
As a car, so car
And
pile up.
wings Alan on the way there. Might have a broken rib or two.
uh, 2 degree. I am also dazed. Yes,
How
there
much of this can I see, if any?
Entirely too much.
No, you cannot see any of it from that position on the roof. You were nowhere near the edge of it.
Okay. So I'm oblivious.
I'd still
Gargantua.
want you to go after Nightblade at least. I kind of want Tempest in like
You're
a
not the
hole in the
boss
ground.
of me.
No, but well, you know what? Yes, I declare myself the boss of you. Go do it, or take your arms off.
Rude.
Gargantua is controlled. What is he doing?
Hey, buddy, you mind smacking that bitch up some more for me?
Okay. Stomp, 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 stepping right over Tarpit because he doesn't care, and attempting to hit Death Magnetic again. And he misses again. Death Magnetic kind of just waves him off with one hand.
Tell her face is ugly.
Your face makes me want to gag. Death Magnetic just kind of glances backwards, but seems more confused than anything.
Hey,
Heartbreaker.
Alan, you want the rescue?
Alan, I'm sick and tired of being kicked around by this bitch. You want to kick her ass?
Hey, Alan, you want out of here? You look like you need out of here.
No, he has a button for that. So.
This is actually Heartbreaker communicating to remind all of you.
I know. I'm just.
I
do have a slight idea.
I'm good. Just give me one. I'll be good for just one more shot. Just that's a rib.
What will you do, Heartbreaker?
Let's see, who's still left to attack?
At the moment, not much.
Pussycat.
Tarpit,
Death
Death Magnetic.
Tarpit, and Lord Quake, and miscellaneous mooks.
Who are
We have
attempting to
3
run,
people.
but a lot of them have nowhere to go.
How big is my swarm?
How big is it now? "15 feet across."
Okay, I'm going to, yeah. Well, since Alan doesn't want the rescue, I'm going to, summon my swarm and direct it to attack Death Magnetic.
Where are you summoning it?
Things always start off beside me.
Okay. Mr. Hops will go back to wherever it is he goes when he's not summoned.
I imagine he just lives in a normal pet shop, and people just wonder why he keeps disappearing.
And there's a swarm next to you now.
God, it's
Which
an ink
need-
blot test.
I hate Rorschach tests. The people who make them are perverts.
And it needs to have its own initiative. And it rolls particularly well for it.
So I'm going to direct it to attack Death Magnetic, and if it can get other people in its effect, that's great.
Okay. From the buzzing of the swarm, since you can understand it all, it sounds like a lot of insects having arguments with each other.
Just do what I say, you guys.
I don't want to listen to him. Yes, you do. He's the one who gives us food. Oh, I thought that was the other guy. No, that's the guy who tries to kill most of us with the bug zapper. Oh, I don't like him. Yeah, but the bug zapper looks so cool.
I have
Okay.
no comment. Just beyond flamethrower.
Jome.
Alright, so I have accurate distance as one of the things I can just automatically have in my sensor suite. Can I actually get to him? Like you said 3 blocks, but I'm not really sure how far that's translating.
3 buildings, rather, so you
Oh,
just
3
jump from
buildings.
building to building. You
Well,
can totally
still,
make that.
It really depends, actually.
Unless every building is really wide.
Well, this is a prison, so the distance between this and the next building could be gigantic. I
Yeah,
don't
it
know.
kind of is, yeah. And he's actually already out of sight as well.
Considering she can only move 900 feet in a standard movement, he's probably gone out of her range.
And if he isn't yet, he will be by the time she hones in on him.
Yeah. At best, she could run and catch up to him, then he'll move again, and then she can't really do anything about it. So, I'm gonna guess I can at least hear the crashing and
Yes.
stomping in this direction.
Yes.
So, as part of her move, she'll move over here and see what she can see.
It is readily apparent that the Duke has crashed into that car. And Alan is definitely holding his side in some sort of pain.
And Gargantua seems to have stepped in something.
It's stanky.
Well, alright, she's running off limited information here. So the best thing she can do is, well, there's the guy closest to them. Alan looks like he's in bad shape. So let's get to the guy closest and get him busy.
If you want to jump over the fence, make me an acrobatics. Although, actually, you could just jump that.
I'm probably leaping to this point, to be all honest.
Yeah, we determined that that's within her rote jump. Her rote acrobatics.
Either way, if I can pass it with a 20, that's the lowest I can roll is a 21.
You're good. You will note that Lord Quake has a lead ring falling on the ground around him.
I will note that I'm going to hit him with my swords until he stops moving.
You've hit. And in this case, you do get the +5 for multi-attack, so what's the damage DC?
+5 with that, then the DC's, well, it's rank 11. So yeah, 26, and then, dang it, penetrating 6 if he happens to have, because he's rock, so he might have,
So 26, penetrating 6?
Yeah.
What's your rank?
The attack itself is rank 6.
Okay. Your blades hit him, and they kind of scratched through him, and they left marks, but it looks like he is literally made of rock. He doesn't seem to care.
Fantastic. Okay, so I can't hurt this guy.
Are you running away after that?
She's at least gonna jump out of his range, yeah.
Faster Pussycat is still paralyzed, but she's left staring at the spot where the bunny once was. Hold on. I had to sneeze.
Mm-hmm.
The insect swarm. Amidst all of its
Go,
arguing,
my pretties. Kill, kill.
yes, it will follow Heartbreaker's orders and fly its way over to catch basically everyone in that area. So now everyone in there gets hit with an affliction. What are its specifics?
It's supposed to be damage with a linked affliction, no?
Yes.
Okie doke.
It is technically an area attack, just within itself. So they do get dodges. Tar Pit rolls a 1. Gargantua manages to rear backwards and get most of his body out of the swarm. And Death Magnetic also rolls a 1. Wow. Okay.
Go, Swarm, go.
However, then Death Magnetic rolls a 20 on her toughness. Yes, both Death Magnetic and Tar Pit seem to not care about the actual hurting of the stinging. What about Gargantua? Gargantua rolls a 1, so he actually gets hurt a bit, waving his hands wildly and yelling at being stung in some very uncomfortable places. Now the affliction. Death Magnetic is unaffected. So is Gargantua. And Tar Pit is immune to all fortitude effects. So unfortunately, not much was done here. Alan.
Okay, I have a plan. We're gonna do a team attack. It's the only way to get these guys done. However, we need to combine two similar effects. I'm thinking my flamethrower and your explosion on them.
I can
Yeah,
do
man.
you one better.
Okay. Yeah, one of us is the primary and one is the secondary, so we gotta figure that out. Yeah, pretty much.
Give me just a second.
Actual teamwork?
The only requirement is that they have to attack the same thing. So if I go to hit parry, your whatever also has to hit parry. If that makes sense, and hit toughness too. Like you can't mix entirely different things.
Yeah, I'm just statting out a power stunt, and then because I'm going to be exhausted, I'm teleporting out. So,
Fair enough.
give me just a moment here, because I need to figure out my mass threshold here.
Okay, we are both gonna make an attack roll though, whatever you're doing.
Mine will be targeting dodge, and won't...
I've got a gun and I've got a gun. Well, the gun and the flamethrower both attack dodge, so
Trust
both hit
me,
toughness.
you'll know what's up as soon as I figure out whether or not I can do enough mass to do this.
Okay.
One rank. So this way is better. I swear the SRD said that this is an option for the transform power, but I'm not seeing it in Hero Lab. Right. So, Mr. Oh So Kind GM,
Yes.
I am using a power stunt. It is to overcome one of the core limitations of Alan's power while still suffering all of its other normal limitations and drawbacks.
I assume the limitation you're talking about is keeping the form of matter. Solid, solid, gas, gas.
In this case, I don't want to push it too far. I only want to push it from gas to liquid.
Okay. Power stunt can do that, sure.
Alrighty. Everyone in the area will get a dodge roll to deke out of it.
And who is in the area? The poor insect swarm.
Alan, oh crap, he needs to run 30 feet to there. I have to make it smaller. Actually, I try the athletics. Okay, good.
Yay!
I can get the 30 feet precisely that I need. I charge directly at Lord Quake.
Because apparently your ancestors were fucking heroes.
Hope that he's looking right at me with some amused expression right before. One hand goes to the belt buckle, the other hand goes out, and I am transmuting all of the air in that volume into petroleum jelly.
Ha!
Oh boy.
And then I'm hitting the button and bamfing out.
Hold on, I need to check something.
Okay, so they get a dodge check to get out of the area.
Yes, they do. The DC is 20.
Okay,
Technically,
he's-
Nightblade would get a turn between us two because we have to share initiative, but he's not here. So
He's
never
not
mind.
here, you're fine.
So we're good. Just background stuff. So, petroleum jelly. I have a flamethrower.
Just checking if anyone can get out of it.
Yep.
Lord Quake, mostly.
The insect swarm is able to do so effortlessly. It basically just, you blink and it's over here now. Gargantua does not, Tarpit does not, Lord Quake sinks into the ground. And Death Magnetic flies over here.
Well, Miss Magnetic is still in the immediate area.
Duke, and you were bamfing out, you said. You bamfed over there?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And I am now exhausted.
Scorch the earth! And get over here to flamethrower combine. Okay, so, how many degree... I need to look at this, because it works a very specific way. Basically, it's a level of successes, and does dodge just completely negate your thing you just did, or does it, like, what's it even do is my question. Like,
In that case, dodge just gets them out of the area so they aren't covered in petroleum jelly and in the rest of it.
That's annoying, because it might not actually work for a team attacking Knucklehead.
This is a dome of quivering petroleum jelly.
Cool, I can set Tarpon on fire, who won't care, and Gargantua's on our side. Wow, baps you upside the noggin. I was hoping you'd set an explosion, because I get, like, a plus... If you succeed by, like, 1, I'm getting, like, a +7 to my damage rank, effectively.
This is all going to go up like fuel the moment you put match to it.
It's petroleum jelly.
Let me just measure
Think
out.
fuel air explosion.
Okay, that's a 30-foot cone.
That'll be hot enough to hit everybody around it too. So.
Oh, flamethrower. It's really only going to hit. The flamethrower's only hit Death Magnetic directly, but she's next to Petroleum Doom.
It'll
So.
basically detonate that.
Well, flamethrower.
Yeah, how far is that explosion going to reach?
Well, this is technically a team attack still. It just you don't have a rank of success on her, so.
I didn't have any other way to increase the amount of damage that you might do with one of your attacks.
Well, the good news is teamwork still works on it, so I still get my +5. I just don't get any other modifiers because you technically didn't help any, sort of, weirdly.
What kind of fire rank is this? Chemical accelerant? Jet
10.
fuel?
It's a rank 10. It's super science fire.
Yeah, that works.
No, it's like, in rank 10, they're like, we don't know what burns this hot.
Alright, so that makes a
yes,
rank
this
10 area of damage effect.
Yep.
In addition to the Duke's flamethrower. So what's your flamethrower on Death Magnetic?
Okay, so, well, this is the team attack thing incorporating. Well, it's a dodge, first off, so let's start there. DC 20. 2 half.
Hold on, I'm not... Where you find the team attack stuff?
Oh. I don't know if the link will work. It's under running the game, way down where actions are, next to recovery, and surprise attack. Called
multiple
team attack.
attackers can attempt to combine their attacks to overwhelm an opponent's resistance. They must have the same effect and resistance and be within 5 ranks of each other.
Both are attacking dodge, and yeah, there you go.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? That got a little muddled.
Me or him?
The actual mechanics of it.
So, the attacks to be combined must all have the same effect and resistance and be within 5 ranks of each other. So, attacks all doing damage against toughness can combine, but not a mental blast with one of those. Each attacker makes an attack check against the target's defense. Basically, if Ralph and Chiyomi were on either side of someone and wanted to delay their turns to be adjacent and then both lay in with swords and punches at the same time, then for each success they get +2, then +5. Basically, it lets you add multi-attack to any set of attacks by timing them so that your opponent has to block them all at the same time.
So what you could do with this is, if, like in that exact scenario, if Chiyomi's on one side, I have the largest effect rank. So if she succeeds with her multi-attacking, it's like a 3 degrees of success or something. So that's a +5 circumstance bonus on my huge effect rank. So that's already from a 13 to an 18, plus another 5 because of my teamwork advantage. I could theoretically have like a 23 rank effect. So plus 15 to that is just an insanely powerful hit because we combined.
Alright, I guess I need to check how much Gargantua and Torpit failed their dodge checks by then.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's
Which is
2
quite
unless
a
it's
lot.
3 or more. Well, if it's 3 or more, it's 5. Otherwise, it's 2.
It's 5.
Okay, they are going to be in a world of hurt. So that's 10. Well, they.
That's the explosion of a damage rank 10.
So
Plus
hold
15
on.
for being damaged. Then
Plus
plus
another 10 because of my teamwork advantage and
No,
the
plus
fact that-
5. 5 at
Yeah,
most.
I know. I have an advantage that adds another 5 to that. It's
Name
called
it?
the teamwork advantage.
I
When you
would
support
not
a
be
team check,
surprised
you
if
have a
some-
+5 circumstance bonus to your check. This also applies to aid and team attacks. Another 5.
Oh. I think I know what you're going
Yes,
for there.
so you are assisting. I'm basically assisting the damage with my flamethrower, so I'm adding 10 to your of 10.
This is when you're supporting the team check. This is not plus
Yeah.
5 bonus to the effect. It's plus 5 to your check to participate. So if your flamethrower actually needed to make a 2-hit roll, you'd get the plus 5 on that.
Yeah, it does not affect damage.
That's a shame.
This will work for your punches. This does not work for your flamethrower.
Alright, fair
It
enough.
does turn the entire thing into a DC 30 area damage, though. So that's what's going to happen now.
Let's figure out Death Magnetic's basic flamethrower thing, though, so that's
Yes. You said it was a dodge of 20?
yeah, that's still the same.
Yeah, that explosion is going to go out a bit. Like,
Yes, Death Magnetic will still be hit by it. She does not dodge it. Or actually, she does dodge it, sorry. And what is your rank in that?
Normally it's 10, so halved is 5, so, there you
DC
go.
20. She is fine. She flings a few pieces of metal from the wrecked car up in front of her. They block the flames, mostly.
And then the explosion happens.
And then the giant bubble of petroleum jelly explodes.
which I think even Ralph is going to be in.
Yes, he is.
Well, it's a rank 10 effect, so I'm not affected.
It's a what effect that you're not affected?
Oh, it's a damage rank 10, right? Or is it higher? Did you determine what it was?
It's damage rank 10, yes, but it also
Then-
gets a +5, and I don't know if that applies to the rank or to the DC. In this case, I'm going to say it applies to the rank, because I don't think you're ignoring
No,
a
it
DC
takes the, no,
30.
it applies to the effect rank because it says right there the effect rank of the attack uses the highest, and combined degrees of success.
Then you do need
increase
to
it.
roll a toughness.
Yes, I do. Okay, this is gonna suck.
I didn't realize you could do that. That makes Mr. Hops even more broken.
Yep, I'm in trouble.
We can combine our mental blasts, and because it's not an effect, it counts as having 1 degree of success. So if we each get 1 degree of success, it accumulates up to 3.
The Duke is getting some fire blown into his joints. Let's see how everybody else is.
Everyone else probably dies.
Death Magnetic gets a similar treatment as the flames burn through her armor. And the sheer shockwave of it sends her flying backwards a few feet. How badly does Gargantua get it, I wonder?
I'm on fire.
He actually rolls very well. He manages to beat the DC by 1 and just kind of stumbles out of the petroleum jelly as a reaction.
He is now hairless.
Or at least from the waist down. I will note that he is no longer clothed from the waist down.
No.
Ah!
I don't know what you expected when you blew him up inside a pile of petroleum jelly.
I have hurt my eyes.
Getting Dr. Manhattan flashbacks.
Tar Pit is actually affected by this one.
About
Oh, dear.
fucking time.
Tar Pit kind of lets out a bubbling gurgle and goes screaming out of the fire towards what was left of the caved-in tunnel.
Yeah, call me normal, do ya? Run! Run to your liquid mummy! Your mother was a pile of milk!
Lord Quake is underground, and you do not see what happens with him. The insect swarm, however, has a bad time. Especially since it has a toughness of 9.
It's also a minion.
It's a what?
It's a minion. If it gets 1 degree of failure, it gets the most.
Which it did.
If it takes 1 damage, If it takes 1 damage, it's incapacitated. If it takes 1 part of an affliction,
This is
it
worse
takes
than
the
the
max.
bug zapper. Run!
The insect swarm gets baked alive, essentially, with licks of flame just enveloping most of it. And the swarm dissipates, with insects flying off everywhere, mostly just screaming various forms of run. Congratulations, you blew shit up.
Remember me as a brilliant tactician. Ugh.
Lord Quake is underground at the moment,
And
but
stay
he
down.
has not come up. Death Magnetic looks at the Duke and will burn her own victory point to throw the Duke backwards into the line of cars, which is such negligible damage, we're not going to bother to roll that.
Bang, 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 bang. Ow, ow, ow,
Lots
ow,
of
ow,
crushing. And then she flies away at top speed.
Your top speed is kind of shit. No, I'm assuming she goes further.
Yes. Gargantua sits down on his naked butt and is rubbing his legs. And is controlled.
Just his legs.
Is there anything you'd like for him to do while he's doing this?
Hey, buddy, you mind going over and starting a fight with Tarpit? Tell him he's gay.
I don't
You know,
have any hair on my legs anymore.
Well, that's your problem. Go kick him.
Oh, fine.
We can't hear any of that mental conversation, so occasionally Gargantua just start calling people gay, and we just don't know why.
Yes, was that your order to call him gay?
Yep.
Hey, Tarpit, you like other male tar. I don't know how that works.
This is the best part.
And he tries to kick him in the face. And he succeeds, but does Tarpit care is the question. Tarpit gets kicked in the face, and he kind of stretches out to show the outlines of Gargantua's toes. But the bubbling coming from him seems to indicate that he's angry about it, so maybe it did hurt. Heartbreaker.
Well, let's assess the situation. Everybody has run away. That's the situation.
Yeah,
in
like,
that
we had, like,
case-
what, 20 superpowered beings? Like, what'd they expect to happen?
Yeah, I'm going to summon Eaglet and mount him.
Probably hunt down one or two of them. How fast did Death Magnetic zoom off at?
She was going at a fairly quick pace, but it's hard to tell.
I doubt Eaglet has the supervision to see her. So.
No, he does not.
Probably catch up to Nightblade. He's not moving that fast, relative.
Except he's had a chance to move again at this point.
Oh.
So he didn't bleed out? I wanted him to bleed out.
No, he did not bleed out.
Aww.
I assume you're immediately mounting Eaglet after summoning it?
Yeah.
Well, we caught Faster Pussycat. The least likely one to catch, but we caught her.
Indeed, you did.
I
It
don't
would be
want
better
her.
if I could summon Eaglet with me mounted, but
Yeah, well.
I couldn't figure out a way to do that.
Xiaomei.
Go cuff the lady.
What else are even left? I don't even have handcuffs.
Why not?
Go beat her into unconsciousness before her paralysis wears off?
Do that then.
Fine.
Not like you're gonna work. Like, are you protesting?
Meh.
Hey, so yeah, I'm gonna mentally talk to Kiyomi. Hey, this chick's paralyzed for now, but she can come out at any time. You might want to take her down for me. I'd rather not get slashed up.
This
Just
is where
bought
she
this shirt.
Stands in front of her and goes, I hope you're conscious for this.
She is, from the way her eyes are flickering.
And she's not going to use the blades, just going to punch her.
Are you going to make the attack roll?
Oh.
I forget if ones are actually a crit fail in this.
One is still a failure if you choose to make it.
Gotta be kidding me.
Yeah,
Swing
you really
again,
should have
like
just
he
done. Yeah, you should have just done it as a routine check.
I'm
Well,
pretty sure I
unconscious
can knock
routinely.
her out with a routine check.
You can attack as a routine check. If you make the actual attack roll, it becomes a critical hit as long as you hit them.
Yeah.
To be fair, the odds were 95% in your favor.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Great.
unfortunate. I don't even know how to give flavor to that one. 'Cause that's
There's
weird.
pretty much nothing that makes any literal sense to it. Yeah.
But you do not hit Faster Pussycat.
You punch
Faster
her
Pussy.
right in the claw and then shake your hand. Ow, 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 ow.
You know what? Screw it.
Mhm.
I'm gonna take fatigue.
Alright.
I don't care.
I'm ahead, but
You punch Faster Pussycat in the face.
Extra effort to punch her again.
You get a +5 with your damage DC. What is the end result?
Oh, this is multi-attack, so I hit her several times. So
Yes, you do. Do you get a +10, really?
yeah, 15, 6.
That should be a strength
31.
attack.
Technically, her swords are strength attacks too, so it's the same damage as 31
Alright.
total.
31.
when you're swinging as hard as she is, metal sticks don't make a lot of difference.
She has failed by 20.
Dead.
You punch Faster Pussycat in the face, and she falls over. With the clunk of her head on the ground.
Thanks.
Let's take stock here really quick.
Surprised we caught the really fast one. Didn't expect that.
So we've caught one of them.
2. Got Gargantua.
We
now.
don't actually have him caught. He's just controlled for now. He'll break out of that in
I'll go knock
3
him
rounds.
out.
Yeah, 3 rounds is when he breaks out.
So, can I go punch him for 3 rounds?
You're still in combat. Tar Pit is alive.
Alright, fair enough.
Alan, you bamfed. And luckily enough, Lord Quake hasn't popped up to kill you again yet.
Yep. I'm still conscious though, just exhausted.
You
So
can use a
I'm-
recovery action. That might help.
Oh, Eaglet should be in initiative order, even though he doesn't have orders right now.
Yes, he should be. Thank you.
I will do that after I'm safely wrapped in my own bubble again.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, so standard action to put up the crystal and air bubble now. Next turn, I'll shrug off this exhaustion and try and figure out what to do next.
Duke.
No idea how I'm going to catch my breath in an airtight bubble, but never mind that.
No longer a truck.
I'm sure you have enough air for 1 breath.
Punch Gargantua, I guess. I don't know if he's gonna...
Hold on. You're dazed.
Oh, am I?
Yes.
Yes, I am.
You got that explosion.
Alright, I'll roll over here then, and then the days will end. So, that's my turn.
Gargantua.
Knock yourself out, literally.
Hey, buddy, keep stopping on Tar Pit. Tell him that you saw him making out with an oil slick and it grossed you out.
What the hell?
Okay, just a second. Oil and tar don't go together, you stupid piece of crap. It was gross. Don't do that. And he continues to try and stomp on Tar Pit.
It's funny because my actions are interpreted through his intelligence, and he seems to be a moron.
He kind of is, yeah. And he gets a crit.
Also, if my buddy wants to hit you with something that requires active defense, you should probably let him.
So he stomps on Tar Pit, and Tar Pit is not in
Splashes.
initiative for some reason. What's going on there? He was in
Because he
initiative a minute
was
ago.
in initiative on the other map.
Yeah, but I gave him initiative here, too.
I accidentally removed him, maybe? While removing someone
I'll
else?
just re-roll it, I suppose. Tar Pit goes squish, and is kind of flat at the moment. I will add him to initiative, and whatever his initiative turns out to be, when I roll it again, he'll get to go again right now. Because he needs to have some kind of action this turn.
Mm-hmm. Well, this round, yeah.
He managed to roll a 0.
Wow. Mystic
Naturally.
powers.
I didn't think you could have a negative initiative in... Oh, wait, no, negative dex, of course.
Totally can
So
have it.
he gets to go this round anyway. Completely natural.
Seems legit.
Tar Pit will burble and not seeing anything to attack other than the Gargantua, who looks human if really big.
At this point, I would not be surprised if Tarpit's perceptions are kind of completely out of whack, considering what he's been through this last minute.
Mm-hmm. But
Everything
at
is
the
made of
same
fire.
time, he's not liking the situation he's... So Tar Pit will head towards what's left of the tunnel and kind of melt through the rocks in the way. You are an initiative because Gargantua will break out of it relatively soon.
I'm going to have... Yeah, well, I'm guessing Eaglet can't see any of the runners, huh?
No.
Okay, well, I'm going to have... use my move action to give orders to Eaglet to dive bomb Gargantua. And since he's the only target, I'm going to try to reapply my affliction for another 10 rounds. Let's pump it up on him.
I believe there was some kind of modifier for if you'd already controlled them.
I don't know. If there is, I'm not aware of it.
I'm gonna check that because it's bugging me. No, I guess not. Okay.
Basically, I can still stack one of the lower level afflictions on him since that replaced it, and when that comes down, I can try to cumulative it up to a 3 again.
He has failed by 1 degree.
So now he's dazed and controlled.
And Eaglet will dive bomb him and return to his position there.
Well, yeah, that happens on his turn, though.
Yes.
Your turn, Kiyomi.
I will return in a moment, though. I need to use the bathroom.
Righto.
I think Gargantua was fucked. So, not counting the thugs, we managed to get 2 of them.
Hey,
I'm surprised we got even that many.
I really tried with all these people up here.
I didn't expect any of us to... I expected them all to get away completely, to be, frank here. That's, let's see, almost 20 superpowered beings of roughly our level, of which I'm going to say 4 or 5 have escape mechanisms just kind of built in, just, being really fast or burrowing. The fuck did you expect to happen?
Mm-hmm.
The fact we knocked out, effectively 3 or 4, in a straight fight, and managed to capture 2 of them, one of which is a speedster, that's pretty impressive.
I mean, the thing is, if they hadn't gotten me dazed right when they did, I could have took out all of the air cabs.
Mm-hmm.
But that took out my movement, which means I can't do anything.
You're a speedster. Reliant on it.
Well, technically it didn't take out my movement, it took my ability to move and hit.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. That's your big advantage.
I think we did fine considering. I should have had Lord Quake close up his holes when I had control of them, so that's my bad.
That's alright.
Like I said, I'm impressed we got anyone.
I just didn't think of it when I had control of them.
Yeah, I've made a few mistakes this fight. Some I got lucky on.
I did the best I could do, I think. I might have wanted to change targets, but once Miss Control's medal was on me, I'm just kind of stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least I actually did stuff this fight, so that's a huge improvement over my last character.
You did a lot of stuff. Having Gargantua on our side for the latter half did help.
He was on her side for the whole fight. I got him on turn 3.
Yeah, I was hoping to. That's the one thing I wish had happened. If he just rolled low enough, I could have taken him out of the fight immediately, and I was going to use my point to ramp up him onto the roof and hit someone else. But I didn't get to, so that was lame.
Sorry about that.
I just realized how little fatigue actually stops me from doing anything here.
Mm-hmm.
But I got him to distract everybody else for a really long time.
Well, you could have picked up someone else.
Welcome
Okay.
back.
You picked him up because he was the best choice at the moment. Just there was others.
So we've got, what, one target left?
Yes.
That's literally...
And he's standing tall.
Hey, you get on
Once
one side of him, I'll get on the other, and let's do that
incapacitated, we have
teamwork
the
thing.
battle won.
Well, I'm fatigued, so I can only move 450 feet.
You can do that teamwork thing, yeah.
Let's do that.
So how does that work?
So you'll first need to delay your action until the initiative
turn,
position
basically.
of the slowest person involved. Which,
Duke.
yep. And
What
actually,
kind of action can I actually take at that point?
so what you're going to do is you're both going to take your normal turns, making an attack against the same target, and those later on in it, once you've all taken your turn, we resolve the whole batch of effects from each of you.
Well, you know what? If this is damage based on toughness and attack, right?
Yes.
Let's throw Eaglet in on this too, then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so if it's resisted by parry and then resisted by toughness, then if all of your attacks are, then we can stack them all on like that.
Okay.
Eaglets is resisted by dodge.
We can just have Eaglet slam him.
This is true.
He has a really high move rank, so it works for him.
Okay.
Indeed.
This seems like overkill, so let's do it.
Okay, so you both delay until the Duke's turn.
Are we trying to murder this man or just knock him out?
Knock him out, which
Whatever happens.
requires that you all hit him and make him fail by 4 ranks? 3? What's his convert?
4 is knocked out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alan's turn.
Do you want to join us in this mess?
Alan...
You can
He
punch
has
him.
a way to.
I don't know if you have anything that attacks parry, so I don't know.
Actually, I've got an entirely different concern that's very much worrying me. Really much worrying me. 1 second, checking something.
You don't have enough air in your bubble?
No, this is, we have one visible target, we have one who isn't visible. Never mind the standard action of recovery. I am dropping my barrier and matter kenning. Do I feel Lord Quake anywhere in the ground within 120 feet of me?
No.
Okay, that's a pretty wide hemisphere of Earth to check, so if he's not within 120 feet, I think we can safely assume he's fleeing.
A tactical retreat, as one could put it.
Yeah. Alright, and with my standard action, I'm putting the crystalline air shield back up, because if he isn't running away, like if I'm just not able to distinguish him from normal rock, the way I couldn't distinguish tar pit from normal tar, then I do not want him sneaking up on me and breaking my other ribs.
Yeah, that'll be bad.
That's my turn.
Team killing time.
Okay, let me pull up that rule and make sure that we're going through that.
I'll just move her in position and then wait till we know exactly what's going on.
So we're all just gonna kick the crap out of this poor guy.
We're doing
Yes,
a
Duke
chrono.
will be-
We're doing a chrono trigger triple tech.
All right.
You're right.
The Duke will be punching him, Chiyomi will be leaping and slashing at him wherever she likes, and Eaglet will be slamming into his face.
Wow. Sucks to be him. Okay, who
So
has
it
the
has to be
highest
a
possible
damage
rank
effect.
damage?
Okay.
I have a 13. So this
Yours
base
is going to be the
wise.
highest damage rank.
Okay.
That
So you're all
might not
assisting
be the
mine.
case.
So
Okay, waiting.
each attacker makes an attack check against the target's defense. And Eaglet.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what his actual attack would be for a slam attack.
He might
A
just use his
slam
speed rings.
is using his movement speed or normal damage with a +1 circumstance bonus. If you move
Yes,
your
but
fall
that-
speed, then you increase your damage by either means an additional +1. So if he
you're
gains...
Sure, but
if-
If you're looking to hit, like, what's his fight?
Oh, the 2-hit?
yeah,
Um,
I suppose it would be fighting, wouldn't it?
It's fight and
Yes.
whatever melee attack you have in them, whatever ranks, if they have none, then just fight.
That's just fight, because he isn't designed to melee fight.
that's all right.
But this is 0, so he gets to roll 20.
Okay. Take the largest effect rank of the attacks that hit, and count the combined degrees of success for the other attacks. 1 degree provides a +2 circumstance bonus to the rank of the main attack. 3 or more provides a +5 circumstance bonus. Degrees of failure do not reduce success.
So,
And what does teamwork do for the teamwork? The advantage do for this?
That's the team checks, not
So,
the team attacks.
Yep, so
No, it says team attacks
yes, I know.
right there.
Yes, the 27 that you rolled, Ralph, that gets a +5.
Cool.
Not the effect rank, but the team check.
Okay.
So your 27 is actually a 32.
Cool.
Chiyomi's 31 is a 31, and Eaglet's
8 is 8.
yep. So I'm presuming that Gargantua
does not hit.
yes. So Ralph's effect rank as normal, and
13.
how many degrees of success does Chiyomi's provide? Does her
That's
31?
Chiyomi's DC, because she does get the bonus for multi-attack. It would be a +5
Yeah.
in this case.
it's going to be 26 with that.
Okay, I'll roll his toughness.
Uh-oh.
Me roll a 1.
Yes.
Yay!
So that's a 14 as compared to, what, 26?
Mm-hmm. I mean, the highest base rank is still going to be Ralph.
Alright, so that's,
2 degrees, I think.
2 degrees
three-
for plus 2 for each degree on my end.
but is that 2 degrees or 3 degrees?
Um,
You failed by 12.
Sorry, what check did he just roll? Did
Just rolled a
Gurika?
toughness against Chiyomi's damage.
Ah, no, he doesn't. Chiyomi's 31 to hit. How many success ranks does that have over his
okay.
parry?
10. So that's 2 success ranks. Or is
Okay.
that 3?
All right, so, all right, so now the only damage resistance check we make is for Ralph's attack, because his is the largest effect rank of the attacks that hit. I presume. Like, Chiyomi's is
Yeah.
6, right?
And she only is, even when she multi-attacks at her best, she isn't hitting as hard
Yeah,
as the Duke.
her multi-attack puts her at 11, so she's still less than him.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so Ralph's effect rank gets a Unfortunately, only +2 circumstance bonus, because we didn't get 3 ranks of combined success between the other attackers.
Alright, that's still a +2 damage effect.
So now 15 rank damage effect.
If Chiyomi had rolled 1 higher, it would have been a +5 instead of +2.
So basically, when we do this, we want Chiyomi to be as accurate as possible in order to give the Duke as much damage ranks as possible.
Mm-hmm.
You punch Gargantua in the face.
You need to take teamwork feat, lady.
And he takes another bruise, but he isn't down.
To be honest, this looks less effective than swinging separately,
It kind of does.
because I would have completely destroyed him.
Well, let's swing separately then.
Well, it
Yeah,
doesn't
but that was
really
fun.
matter. We get to basically go again, right? So
Gargantua's turn.
Punch yourself
Ow.
in the face.
Gargantua will punch himself in the face.
Can he teamwork with us to help?
No.
Don't think so.
I know. I wish I'd
He
understood
doesn't actually need
teamwork
to
better.
roll to hit himself.
Then tell everybody why you're hitting yourself.
I don't know why I'm hitting myself.
Okay, so that's a 31 he has to resist. He punches himself in the face and takes another bruise. Ow. Heartbreaker. Right,
I'll
Eaglet
continue
flew
trying-
back.
I'm going to continue trying to accumulate things onto him.
Okie dokie.
So try to get him up to level 2 on that. He would have gotten a resistance check against that, but I'm in control of him, so he chooses to fail.
He rolls particularly badly, so he is now doubly controlled.
Okay, the new control replaces the old one.
Yes, so he is controlled for quite a while now. I will note you can begin to hear sirens in the distance.
I'll tell Eaglet to dive bomb him on his turn.
Okie dokie. Alan.
Recovery. Action. You big wimp.
He's in an airtight bubble.
Alan rubs his bruises until they don't quite seem to hurt quite so bad.
And he catches his breath. Does it remove one bruise? Is that what it is?
Pardon me?
That removes all bruises, I believe.
The recovery action? As far as I know, the recovery action just lets me remove.
I only thought it removed a condition.
Yeah, it just removes conditions.
Chiome.
You can just beat on him like normal, I guess, if you really want. Like I said, though, technically speaking, if you got the teamwork feat, especially your ability to hit super fucking accurately, combined with my ability to hit really goddamn hard, would be really effective to just throw like a damage rank potentially of like 21 at someone. Like if we really need to hit someone who's really hard to hit, tough. That would be how we do it.
I'm just reading through because it seems like I must be missing something with how team checks work because it does not seem as strong as it probably should be.
If you think about it, well, like I said, if you had gotten one more point in your chance to hit, you would have added 5 to mine, turned it to a rank 18
Sure,
damage.
but I'm doing an all-out attack with a bonus of +2 that you normally can't get to hit, plus a 14 to hit. I mean, that's already really high.
Mhm.
Maybe it's supposed to be like a whole, like an actual team effort, not just 2 people. I don't know.
Well, it is. It doesn't matter how many people. It is just entirely based on the person with the highest effect rank you really do want to hit at all, and everyone else you want to hit. You want to get at least, ideally, three success ranks of 2 hit among them.
What are you supposed to be measuring this success rate against?
Their defense. So in this case, his parry if it's a melee attack.
Because I don't know, maybe I'm misinterpreting, but it says against DC 10.
Are you looking at team checks or
yeah, I am, aren't I? I'm in the wrong spot.
team attack is what you want? It's on running the game.
You hit him.
Okay.
You don't get any multi-attack, though. What's your DC without it?
21 total.
You slice through his legs a bit, but he doesn't stumble at all from it. Eaglet is going to dive bomb. That hits.
Take ridiculously heavy feathers. Fuckface.
Yes, a few feathers drop into Gargantua's face and leave bruises, and he's left rubbing them, and he might be crying.
On the plus side, it does look like you can probably do it range attacks with it.
Yeah, actually, you only need the same effect and resistance.
Yes, you just need to be doing damage against toughness.
Yep.
Duke.
Yeah, like I said, me and Mr. Hops could do a team attack because we both have the same kind of mental attack.
I punch him.
Punch him. You hit. What is your DC?
Damage rank 13, so there you go.
28. Okay.
Keep in mind, the guy's got 6 bruises. Sooner or later, he's gonna friggin'...
Yes, he has now failed by 14. Which is 3
Yay.
degrees of failure, but not unconscious yet.
Well, I will point out that I will try to grab him.
You'll have some difficulties with that, but okay.
I win!
He resists with the better of his strength or his dodge.
You do still win, yes. By only 1 degree, though.
7
care.
bruises.
Yeah, if he has another 3rd degree damage on him, he will go unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've grabbed him, so now I can start doing free damage with that and just swing and just power attack like a bastard, so... Because I think that works.
You can't power attack unless you're making an attack roll.
I don't... It lets...
Gargantuan
I need to,
Like
like,
in
look at-
D&D, you take a penalty to your attack roll in order to use power attack. If
Yeah,
No,
you
I
can't
mean, like,
agree to
attack
damage
roll, you
if you're
can't
not
take the
actually taking a penalty for it.
No, I get a... I don't know how... Let me read this to you.
You can read it in a minute. It's Gargantua's turn.
There it is.
What is he doing, Heartbreaker?
Punch yourself in the face again, please.
Can he do that with being 1 degree of being grabbed?
He's
1
only,
degree of,
parried,
yes.
so-
Then he will punch himself in the face. He's got 7 bruises.
Yes.
That is 3 degrees of failure, so he punches himself in the head as hard as he can. Leaves a veritable dent in his forehead, and you hear cracking of bones, though you're not sure whether it's from his hand or his skull. And he falls over in the Duke's arms.
Is he draped there like one of your French girls?
Yes.
Not done. I'll explain this somehow.
He's also naked.
Yes, he is
I'm
naked
putting
from
him
the
down.
waist down.
Yeah, I looked. I thought I had to make an attack roll, just had a massive penalty to them while grabbing. It turns out as a free action, I can just inflict my strength damage, so not necessary.
Right.
Congratulations.
I thought
you
there was an attack
finally
roll first.
downed him.
Yeah, he took a while.
Yeah, last time he just
And
gave up.
now that he is downed, he shrinks in the Duke's arms.
I put him down.
Yeah, because you do not want the cops to get here and see you carrying a naked man.
It's not that I'm worried about.
Can we put him next to Faster Pussycat then? Take some pictures.
Oh, no, that's what I'm doing. You think I'm not doing that? I'm doing that.
Well, then you need to carry him.
And
Fine, I'll drag
she's on the roof.
She is indeed.
Tell
on
me,
the
go
roof.
fetch him. Her.
Yes, take compromising pictures with them.
That's what I'm doing.
Post them on YouTube.
That's what I'm doing. Please fetch Faster Pussycat. Show me.
I have to touch her.
Drag her. Grab her by heel.
Well,
Or the
I'm
hair,
not having
if
any
I may
part of
recommend.
this.
Well, okay. There's the Fastest Pussycat especially. Knocking her out is humiliating enough, but she's not going to take it seriously unless you attack the one thing she cares about, her freaking ego.
This is not exactly heroic behavior. Don't try to justify this.
Fine,
really
I'll
is.
justify it.
I'll take the excuse of putting them both in the same location so we can watch them easier.
I'll take that too. Well,
You hear sirens, but it's not the EMTs. You can hear marching of boots, finally, as you see Aegis agents coming around the corner from where they must have parked their vans. And they find themselves having to pick through wrecked cars.
Careful of the glue over there.
so we have a glue pile nearby if we need to throw them in it.
I mean this patch in the parking lot that's still glue.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. I think in case we need to throw them in the glue pile.
And that thug is still stuck in it. He's holding his hands up, though.
Yeah, he's still there, isn't he? Duke is already drawing up like ways he could make his chassis immune to that particular kind of fiddly, and he's having trouble. Obviously, it's not easy.
Are you actually dragging Faster Pussycat down to Gargantua?
I will at least bring her down.
What's gonna be
because-
one? Just so we
yeah,
have
it's
them.
not good to leave her up there.
Yeah, dumb.
I want my eyes on her.
She's
She's
really
now
fast.
on the ground.
Then I
It's
drag.
also 6:20.
I'll drag both of them and stop for the night. Where Duke is, I'll just them there.
Yeah.
I'm going to be circling the area on my eagle.
Call
There.
And avoiding the helicopters.
Air support. About freaking time. And
That's the
Alan
first
lets
time he got
himself
beat up,
pass
or
out.
what?
I
Yep, that's the first time
think-
he got beat up.
Yeah, just I want to do this first.
Hmm?
Okay, well, that's not happening.
Nope.
She has no idea what's wrong with him. I really
What, you
want
want to check or something? You want me to
Well,
do a check on him?
I can tell you this. From the way the Duke was thrown into him, you can assume broken ribs.
I didn't see it.
The Duke did.
I was hoping to help treat him. This
There.
is not working.
Slightly better.
Them, here, please. I fetched them. I don't want them
Fetch
hanging
who?
out. Gargantua and Faster Pussycat need near Duke because I want them near the Duke. Yeah, I am trained in treatment, so I can just give them a quick look. I deal with
agents are-
cybernetics mostly.
Aegis are cutting their way through the fences.
Y'all want to explain why you had a whole bunch of superpowered individuals in a non-superpower proof jail?
That was why you were called in,
Because y'all don't know where to put superpowered beings?
because
we're
the
power
dampeners were being
dampeners.
sabotaged.
There
And that was your
weren't any
one layer of
superpowered-
defense.
There were barely any superpowered beings until a couple weeks ago. You expect them to build a jail that quick?
Yes, I honestly do.
The Aegis agents seem to be ignoring the Duke now and more moving to check on the bodies of all the thugs around and heading towards the building.
One of them
Y'all
kneels
gotta come to those
beside
power
me and
dampener
starts
cuffs.
calling me a thug. I'm gonna wake up and strangle somebody.
I'm going to look around to see if I can figure out who the leader is, and once I pick somebody I think is the leader, tell them using my ring that I sent the guards to the hospital.
You spot one of them giving orders in the group farther to the east over here, to a scattered group of them. And he staggers and glances around wildly when you give him the message.
Up here on the Eagle. Sent your guys to the hospital for you.
He just kind of stares at the head sitting on the eagle before eventually just nodding and turning back to giving orders.
Duke grabs the nearest agitating. Y'all got a spare couple of things at cuffs. We got 2 superpowered individuals, so some power dampeners are needed.
All the ones we have are still being repaired with their sabotage, but we should be getting them back from Mars Tech any time now.
Alright, hard way.
Not
I
sabotage.
take
We
up
also
some
need
of this
some kind of jar
barbed
for
wire.
Goopy.
It's actually a chain. I'm going to use the chain, going to use chain link fence, and tie them together.
Tarpit got away, remember?
Oh, right. Eh. Rude.
He left.
God, I gotta hunt down all these people.
It's not going to be fun. Point, though, we did kick their ass pretty hard. Like, at least 5 of them had their asses just handed to them.
Let's check really quick. Battle Brother number 1 left area staggered. Gargantua, not Gargantua, Dreadnought left the area with a bruise. He was dazed, vulnerable, and defenseless.
Ass kicked.
Tarpit had 3 bruises, was dazed and staggered. Tribal had 5 bruises, was hindered and staggered. Death Magnetic got away with 2 bruises and daze. Lord Etheric got away with no injuries.
Battle Brother 1 got hit with a stagger and a bruise. Tempest Master of Time is out.
Yes, Tempest Master Time got knocked the fuck out. Yeah, you did fairly well against them all.
And anybody whose saves were so low that you didn't bother making them, who were basically anywhere in the prison, got hit with the nerve gas that knocked them unconscious.
Yes, well, some of them just aren't marked because we are
I don't think,
busier.
surprisingly, I don't think a single one of the normal criminals escaped.
Yeah,
Between the
there's
nerve gas and chilling.
Some did. Some
Yeah.
ran
there's this
north
thug
and
down
got
here.
away.
Okay, so there was a couple thugs who got away, but very little of them compared.
Yeah, a couple of them got out
That's
on the air
'cause
cavalry
Chiome went
before we got here,
nuts.
too.
That's what she does.
I really feel like I'm gonna need to take some like presence or intimidation ranks here before long.
Mm-hmm.
Though you guys got kind of beat up for it. The only person out of you that's not injured is Heartbreaker. That's because he was away from the fighting for most of it.
Which is a good thing.
I
That's
only
his
took
thing.
a bruise.
And you're fatigued.
Yeah, I did it to myself.
I got banged on a bit, but I've had worse.
You did actually get dazed for like the first time ever.
I know.
Both of you, that is.
Oh, we were being wailed on by people who actually could hit us, with decent strength. So I taught the Battle Brothers a lesson about being hit back. It's nice that you guys can hit hard. I can hit hard too. How's it feel?
You're not the best opponent for the Battle Brothers.
No, I'm the best opponent for Mrs. I Control Metal.
And I was perfectly healthy until, basically until Heartbreaker lost control of Lord Quake, and then I drew aggro by being the guy
that
who
kinda
wasn't
swung in
tied
their
up in a
favor. If we
melee.
had kept control of Lord Quake, most of them would have had more trouble getting away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, someone outside of the battle decided to intervene on that one.
And it's probably pissing him off to know when he had to do that, too. Because someone has played their hand. That means they had unusually powerful
Heartbreaker
mental...
is now aware that there is someone who can do that.
And his name is Mars. No.
no, that's not Mars's power set.
Wouldn't that be a twist?
What's a twist?
I've been counting on it the whole damn time. Mars is just
an elaborate
gathering us into that tower so that he can blow out the foundation one morning.
It's a good thing I am safe fall.
Then everything shimmers. It's just one big danger room simulation.
And it was
Professor
all
Xavier
a dream.
rolls out of the wall. Okay, it's 6:30. You can do some explanations on what happened to the prison next time.
Super happy.
Particularly why there's a Duke-sized hole in one wall, and why there's an enormous scorch mark and blast radius out front.
Guys, there's like 7 or 8 superpowered individuals in there, plus us. I'm surprised there's even a building.
Watch the security footage.
What security footage? It's all been blown to shit.
Actually, that's a good question. Let me count this for you.
Hmm?
How many superpowered individuals did you just fight at once?
Even if their goal was not to necessarily beat us up.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I count 14. It might have been 16. I don't know
It is
who's been
16.
deleted and who's still here.
Some people have been deleted. It is 16. 16 superpowered individuals.
And all we came away with it with is 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 bruises between us and 2 people fatigued. We did fine.
And you managed to capture 2 of them.
Really wish that had been 3, but yes.
Yeah, we almost
Even
got
if
3.
it didn't take 8 bruises to bring Gargantua down.
Luckily, I could make him punch himself in the face.
Yes.
So, I will see you all next week
See ya.
for an entirely
Stuff will
different
happen.
flavor. An entirely different flavor of post-combat reprieve.
Doodles.
Oof.
Have a good one.
Until then.
Night.